A double check. Hey, now I'm officially on, but I think I get on a little bit earlier. I'm just checking all the comments on the YouTube stream. Once again, hopefully I'm not having any sort of technical difficulties because I pretty much do every single week. So, and yeah, Mercury retrograde happening right now. So I don't think that my video is playing. And sorry I'm late, you guys. Nobody really cares, but my hair is really pissing me off right now. I really hate the way that it looks. And it doesn't really look like my stream is going, but hopefully it is. I'm just trying to read a couple of your comments too before I popped on. Seriously, my hair is really ew. I hate it right now. Not that anybody cares, but I hate my hair right now. It's driving me nuts. Let's see. I did see this comment. I think there was an earlier one. Veristic, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. I see your message. Hope you have a good stream. Alexander, hi. Good luck to the Vikings today. Thanks, Alexander, if you see this. And then, okay, T-Bass, we're to your comment now. I did not get an email from you, so you might want to check the email address that you used. I have been looking at my email all week. There's absolutely nothing in there from you, so I can't return the email because I don't have one in my inbox, so I didn't get one from you. Yeah. Hi, Willie. How are you doing? Yes, happy game day. Good to see you. Hi, Nash. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you. Hey, William. How's it going? Who does your team play today? Who do the Eagles play today? Eric. Hey, Florinda and Raquel from New Mexico. How are you guys doing? Skol. Hopefully the good luck, the New Mexico magic from last week can carry on to today. That would be great. I think you three definitely had a part in that. Mighty Vikings will win 24-10 over the Ravens. There you go. I like it. I like the positivity. Very, very good. Chris, how's it going? Hi, freaking overtime Colts versus Falcons. What? Really? I don't have that on. I did see it was on. Are they playing in London today? Are they playing in over across the pond? I have what's his face up over here, but that's very exciting. You'll have to keep us keep us up to date with what's happening. All right. So yeah, anyway, I am late to the stream. Sorry I'm late, you guys. Again, my hair, I have to fix it because I don't like the situation that's going on right now at all. All right, so I'm probably going to be fixing that. It's all good. Very good, good. Ooh, Green Bay tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. Very exciting. I don't like either of those teams, but I'm definitely will be cheering for the Eagles in that one. So there you go. Hopefully you guys can, put the claws in the cheese there. That would be great in Green Bay. Okay, right on, right on. All right, so I do want to get into it, you guys. I want to get into the birth chart right away here for the game and do the astrology. Seriously, don't mind me. Again, my hair. I'm having a time over here. I'm having a time. All right, my hair. I feel like it looks like I have naturally curly hair, so sometimes it wants to behave. Other times it doesn't. Again, my Leo rising is just showing all the time, but I feel like my hair looks like I put my finger in a light socket a little bit. So, I'm going to try to deal with that and not fuss too much about it. Oh, they're in Germany. All right. Guten Tag. Very good. Very good. Okay. My people. All right. My German people. Okay. I'm like half German, you guys. All right. So let me get comfy in my seat. I think I can do it. I got water over here and I got tea. It's freaking going to burn my mouth though. So I'm not going to drink it right away. I'm going to give it a second. All right. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Hope you've had a great week. All right. All right. Okay. So let me pull up the chart here and I do want to dive right in. Okay. So I got my prediction wrong last week. It happens. I'm still kind of pissed off about it. But what do you do? You guys, what the frick is going on here? Like, seriously. I go from I kind of look like a little Dr. Quinn medicine woman over here. Okay. And then I look like a freaking mad scientist over here. Might have to just, here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat. These are my blue light blockers for the screen. Okay. So I'm just going to have those hold my hair back. All right. So I wear the blue light blockers for work when you're looking at the screen. And then sometimes when I'm just on the computer too. So I don't like that either. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. Oh, Judith, that's super sweet. Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Positive reinforcement and positive. I need it. Thank you. Thank you. But seriously, you guys, I'm a Leo rising, which has to do with your body in astrology. Your first house or your rising sign is how you look. And I'm a Leo rising. Leos, they're known for the mane, right? So it's kind of crazy. It's a little, I say that I feel like every other week over here. But okay, so here is the chart for today, you guys. And I do have quite a bit of notes for this. So I did want to just kind of dedicate the time to go through the notes, okay? Planetary pregame, making the prediction on Ravens, Vikings. What I also find interesting is this last week here, it is kind of, not really. It has come out that the cherub, our angel, okay, JJ McCarthy. Also, can you guys hear this too? I didn't have a chance to test the sound, but can you hear this? It's angels singing like a choir. I'm going to play it one more time. Let me know if you can hear it, okay? Here we go. It should be good, but I always have technical difficulties. So our little angel has come out and said that his alter ego is 9. Interesting. And speaking of German, that immediately I just think of no, like 9, no. But with numerology, I'm not a numerologist, but numerology is like the base of astrology pretty much. So I did just look up, I know 9 has to do with like completions. But I did kind of look up some more stuff just having to do with the number 9. Also kind of funny that it's November 9th today. If you add up all the numbers for today, it doesn't equal 9, but obviously it's November 9th. For the Vikings, for the angel, this is one of 9 games left for the Vikings. So that's also kind of interesting. But so our little angel, the meanings for number 9, a lot more meanings. Again, it has to do with completion, because when you get to 10, you take away the 0 and you're back at a 1. So that's why 9 is affiliated with completions. It's also associated with spirituality and enlightenment. So those are the things that I did kind of know. It's also associated with universal love and selfless service, self-awareness, humanitarianism, which Aquarius, JJ McCarthy is an Aquarius, or he was born when the sun was in Aquarius. So who he is at his core, he's an Aquarian. Aquarius is associated with humanitarianism in astrology. And then the number 9 is also connected to, I think I already said this, but inner wisdom. Some of the maybe negatives of 9 that I found was it is kind of associated with suffering, with always being always suffering, and it is associated with sacrifice too. So I feel like we can already kind of see that with McCarthy a little bit, just because of his injuries, right? Just kind of continuous, like the suffering sort of thing. And then I just did look up, or I re-looked up his Chinese zodiac animal, and I wanted to see if his number out of the 12 animals was number 9, but it's not. JJ McCarthy is a water horse. He was actually born like 10 days, less than 2 weeks before the year of the goat, which is kind of interesting. So, and Lamar Jackson, he's Capricorn. I did know that. And I looked up Lamar Jackson's Chinese zodiac animal, and he's an ox. He's a fire ox. So Lamar Jackson and JJ McCarthy, their 2 Chinese zodiac animals are actually enemies. They don't get along. So we have JJ McCarthy, the water horse, going against Lamar Jackson, who's a fire ox. All right, just for the Chinese zodiac element there, because I did want to look that up anyway. 623. Oh, thanks, Nash. Perfect. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. 623. I like all the 6s there. I like that. Jade, no reason they shouldn't smoke the rat birds today. Oh man, the rat birds. I do really like ravens in general. Magpie is like the smartest animal. Ravens are so smart, but Ratbird, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one. Yes, also today is the 9th. Yes, I did mention that, Ryan. Good to see you. If you add, actually in numerology, you have to add up the dates. So you would add 11, 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. That doesn't equal 9. I think I added that up earlier because I did just want to check, but it is the 9th of November today. So and there's currently 9 people viewing, it says for me. So interesting. But yeah, hi JJ. For some reason, I thought the Vikes had a bye week. Enjoy the Battle of the Purple. Speaking of which, your shirt. When were you in Tucson? My mom lives in Tucson, actually. So yeah, she got me the shirt. Nash and hi to JJ there. But yeah, my mom lives in Arizona. So she's from the Midwest. She's from up here, but she can't take the winters anymore. So she pieced out of here, which I guess I can't really blame her. So anyway, I do have my Tucson shirt on right now. But yeah, it's the little purple and gold, you know. But you guys, again, reminder, when I do the astrology, I can't be a fan of either team. You can't. You'll get your personal shit in the way, and you get the reading wrong. But anyway, I am still kind of reeling. I am still kind of pissed off about last week that I didn't look at the things and didn't call it right. But hey, it happens. I do eventually have to move forward. Okay, which I have. I try to use every prediction and every chart that I read to learn and to use it for the next one. So anyway, for today, you guys. All right, I do think that this is going to be a close game. I was kind of hearing kind of mixed things. I think like the national people are kind of taking the Ravens. I think a lot of the local people are kind of taking the Vikings. I do think that this is going to be a close game. I'm thinking like, I mean, we'll get into it here. I got more notes, but I'm thinking like maybe like 1 to 3 points, something like that. I did also make a note about 7 points. So I do think it's going to be closer game today. Let's see. I may not be a Cowboys fan. Oh yeah, that's too bad. Marshawn Nealand. Yes, that was really too bad. If you need to talk to someone, talk. What do you mean? I don't know what that means, but okay. All right. So let's see here. Now, here's the chart for the game. Here's the thing too, you guys. We have a couple of things. Well, we have a big thing happening today. Mercury, the planet of communication, it rules Gemini, it rules Virgo, all sorts of communication. It is stationing to go retrograde today. So when a planet stations, that means it's going, and then all of a sudden it slows down, and then it's coming to a halt to then go backwards. All right, so we have Mercury retrograde that is happening today. And when a planet stations, that can be very, very powerful. So with Mercury stationing today, we could expect maybe some different forms of communication. Maybe communication might be a little bit more challenging. Especially for Virgos and Geminis. A couple Geminis that come to my mind, Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson. All right. And Mercury is right over here at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So for every single chart, I'm going to look at the moon because the moon is the co-ruler of every chart. So the moon at the start of this game right now, the moon is in her happy place. She's in her domicile, which means she's in the sign that she rules. The moon currently is at 16 degrees in the sign of Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. So she feels right at home. And the moon too also rules the people, like the fans at the game today, people watching. Maybe we're going to see a couple shot. Maybe JJ McCarthy's mom is at the game today. We might see a shot of his mom. Cancer is associated with motherhood and moms. Maybe the fans in general, they might just be a little bit more into their feelings today. Maybe I did write down like tears, potentially tears of joy. We'll see. And let's see, I already talked about that. And then I already did mention that Kevin O'Connell, he's a Gemini. dealing with Mercury, one of his main planets, stationing to go retrograde. That can be tricky. I don't know, though. Maybe Kevin O'Connell was born with a Mercury in retrograde, so that could be more powerful for him. I'm not sure. But and then Harbaugh for the Ravens, he's a Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. And Venus is currently at 3 degrees of Scorpio. Venus does not feel comfortable in the sign of Scorpio. So both head coaches are kind of dealing, just astrologically, dealing with a little bit of extra challenges today. Now, for each team, I look and see which planet or the sun or the moon rules each team. So we're going to look at that right now. I'm going to start with the Vikings. I am going to come back. Oh, you're a Cancer, Nash? Right on. You got your rule. You got the ruler in Cancer right now. So very, very good. And two, for the Cancers, for everybody, you might be feeling, like I said, a little bit more emotional, not necessarily in a bad way, maybe a little bit more intuitive as well, because Cancer is has very psychic energy, very intuitive abilities. All of the water signs do. I mean, everybody does, but when we're talking about the astrology. So I'm going to start with the Vikings. The ruler for the Vikings today is actually the moon, because the Vikings, their first house, which rules them as a team, lands in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer, like I just said, is ruled by the moon. So for the Vikings today, not only are they at home, but the chart reflects it, because the moon, which is the Vikings today, is at home in her home sign of Cancer. And again, the Vikings are back home today. So right there, the Vikings are ruled by the moon. The moon is in the sign that she rules. So that's a good positive placement right there for the Vikings. All right. Let's go. Indiana Jones wins. Wow. Jonathan Taylor rushed for 244 yards and 42 receiving yards. Wow. And 3 touchdowns. Holy crap. I should check and look at Jonathan Taylor's astrology just for my own, studies, just because he had such a great game today. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. And also the moon phase right now, that being the Vikings too, is in a waning gibbous phase. So we just had the full moon. So it's kind of like the moon, the Vikings, they're going introspective now. You're going inward. After the full moon projects everything out, now it's a time to bring all of that in and reflect, okay? And releasing, let's see, old energy too. Let's see. Oh, Jonathan Taylor. He's a Capricorn, okay? I just wanted to look him up because he had such a great game today. And you know what? That might be some foreshadowing today about this game, the Ravens and the Vikings, because Jonathan Taylor had an amazing game today. Again, he's a Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And right now, for a little while now, Saturn is at 25 degrees of Pisces, and this thick blue line here, Saturn is in amazing communication with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter will expand things. Jupiter often will bring blessings and will bring good luck. So just look at how Jonathan Taylor was using that energy today. So that's just a little example of that. Now, we are moving over to the Ravens, so this is good timing. The Ravens today, they are ruled by Saturn, okay? And Lamar Jackson is a Capricorn. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Derrick Henry, he's also a Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, okay? Saturn will teach a lesson. It's in it for the long haul, but it will slow things down. It will close doors that you thought were open. It is the karmic teacher. It is Father Time. It is the greater malefic planet in astrology. Saturn can be very, 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 very challenging. All right. So for the Ravens, they're represented by Saturn today, the greater malefic planet. Vikings ruled by the moon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I said Jonathan Taylor, but I looked him up. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, he was actually born right on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. He was born January 19th, 1999. So he is a Capricorn. He was born in Salem, New Jersey. He's 26 years old. So actually, Jonathan Taylor, too, at his next birthday, he's going to be starting his Saturn return that starts at 27 years old. So now back to this game today. Let me go back to my notes over here. I have 2 pages of notes, people. 2 pages. All right. So I'm going to talk about Minnesota first here. And I'm going to try to get through this before the game actually starts. And you guys, I have to do something with my hair because it's literally driving me nuts. Oh my God, I only have 3 minutes. So again, I do think this game is going to be close. For the Vikings, I'm looking at what the moon is doing with Jupiter and what the moon is doing with Venus, because those 2 planets rule Minnesota's 5th house of how they play their game today, and their 10th house of their career, how they show out on a public level today. And I'm going to tell you guys that I looked at this chart probably for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour before right now, and I still wasn't at a solid conclusion of who the winner is going to be. For the Vikings, I do like for them that they have the support of Jupiter. They have the support of Venus, both of the benefic planets in astrology. Oftentimes when I've seen that, a team will win when they have the support of both of those planets. So for the Vikings, I do think it would work better for them if this game starts at 12:03 or later, because Mercury, again, the planet of communication, is stationing to go retrograde, to move backwards. So that's gonna make communication a little bit fuzzy, not a lot less direct. It's maybe communications might be kind of all over the place. I feel like I can already we will all feel that somewhere, okay? But for the Vikings, at the start, exactly 12 noon, Mercury is in the Vikings' 5th house of how they play their game today. So if the game starts at 12:03 or later, Mercury will move out of there. So I think that will be beneficial if the game starts 12:03 or later for the Vikings. If Mercury stays there, communication within the game, maybe Kevin O'Connell's play calling, something like that, it could get a little bit dicey. Now, for the Vikings, I also really like that they have Jupiter, the greater benefic planet, again, right in their 1st house. That is extra support for the Vikings, blessings, good luck. It also does rule their 5th house of how they play their game today. So I do think the Vikings are going to be prepared today. The Vikings also have Uranus, the planet of upheaval and chaos, unpredictability, in their 10th house. And Uranus is supporting Jupiter, which is a co-ruler for the Vikings. The moon is also in support with Uranus. Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius. Who's in Aquarius? None other than JJ McCarthy. Okay. So it could manifest in a way that, JJ, the little cherub, kind of surprises people today, that he's able to hang with the big dogs, aka Lamar, things like that. Now, let's move over to the Ravens for a moment here. For the Ravens, again, they are ruled by Saturn. Saturn is it's in for the long haul. It will teach a lesson, okay? And that could be good or bad, okay? If you've done your research, if you've done your homework. Now, Saturn is also associated with older people. So the older people on the Ravens, the older stars, Lamar Jackson's not old per se, but he's a Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Derrick Henry, also a Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. So it's very fitting that the Ravens are ruled by Saturn today. It's the planet of longevity, Father Time, the great teacher, okay? So the Ravens also have Pluto co-ruling them. Pluto is the planet of death and destruction. It can really do a number. It's very slow moving, okay? But it's there. Now, for the Ravens, their 5th house of their game today is ruled by the planet Mercury. Again, Mercury is stationing to move backwards starting today, right now. So this could be maybe a different sort of game for the Ravens, like how they play today. It could be a little bit different. Not that, not necessarily what we're expecting. And then Saturn is not doing anything with Mercury. Okay, so the Ravens are not necessarily right in tune with their game today. And then For the Ravens, how they show out on a public level is ruled by the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio's co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. I'm going to stick with Mars here. So if you look, Mars, how the Ravens show out today is at 3 degrees of Sagittarius. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit more. And Mercury, the Ravens' game, how they play their game today, is right next to Mars, within 3 degrees. Mercury is how we communicate. Mars is our drive, our ambition. It can also rule anger and blood and cutting. It's the lesser malefic planet. Mars can be a little bit of a meanie. Pluto is the co-ruler of the Ravens, also co-ruler of how they show out, how they show out on their career level today, their game. And Pluto, again, the planet of destruction, is in good communication with Mercury, the Ravens' game, and also with their public image. Now, the one thing for both teams that I don't like, okay, negatives for both. For the Ravens, for them, their main ruler, Saturn, is getting ultimate support from Jupiter. Jupiter rules the Ravens' second house of their money, what they earn. It's currently in the sign of the Vikings, i.e. the Ravens' enemy today. So they could gain their riches from the enemy today by potentially teaching a lesson, okay? But for the Ravens, what I don't like for them is that Saturn is not making any communication with Mercury or with Mars. It's almost like the Ravens, they're there, they know what to do, their older players should know what to do, but something within how they communicate or how they play their game is going to be a little bit disconnected. However, they do have the support of Pluto, and Pluto is in good communication with Mars and Mercury. So that's why I think that this game is going to be a very close one. And we're at the start here. It's the 100th regular season start for Lamar Jackson. And holy shit, does that scream Capricorn? Capricorn is associated with old things, with longevity. All right, this game has started. And you guys, did anybody see kickoff? It must have started, we're only about 5 seconds in, so it must have started after 12:03. Okay, so I do, like at the beginning, I'm trying to go really fast. I should have came on here sooner. It's always so much to say. I do think that bodes well for the Vikings. The fact that Mercury moved out of the Vikings' 5th house of how they play their game today. All right. So I'm just going to try to finish this up. And I try to make the damn prediction before the game starts. But now I'm to the point where I'm making the prediction before the end of the first quarter. Okay. And then the other thing that I was going to mention that I didn't like for the Vikings, because I wanted to make mention of what I didn't like for both. The Ravens do get the ball to start, you guys. It's going to be 3rd down, it looks like, for them. I'm just going to look at the screen over here, and then I'll watch on my other monitor. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate it. John, the Ravens are in desperation mode. Yeah, definitely could see that. Hey, Delton. Yes, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're going through it right now. Okay, it's 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. Veristic, I saw your comment earlier. Thank you. So it's 3rd and 8. We'll watch this play, and then I'll get back to it, and then I was going to tell you guys what I didn't like for the Vikings today, so I'll share that. Nice stop there by the Vikings defense. So it's 3 and out for the Ravens, and the Vikings will get the ball at the start of the second half too. So, all right, now I can go back to the chart over here. 4th down, nice defensive effort there, by Minnesota. And I just think it's really funny that, the 100th career start for Lamar Jackson today. Like, that is just so Capricorn Saturn coded with the longevity. Like like Betty White, really good example. She lived to almost 100 years old. The longevity, she's a Capricorn. So, another Capricorn is like Dolly Parton. She's nowhere near as old, But Dame Maggie Smith, also a Capricorn. She lived a pretty long time. So again, Capricorn's associated with older people, with longevity. So for the Vikings, what I don't like for them today is the fact that their ruler, the moon, is in their 12th house of what's hidden away from them, of secret enemies, of the things that they can't see. So that almost like reads to me is that like the Vikings could maybe get in their own way or like make some sort of mistake that is going to come to like their detriment. Okay. But I'm going to have to go. And again, you guys, this is hard for me because I didn't make a man. JJ's first pass gets batted down. I didn't make a solid prediction before coming onto the stream today, just because I was going back and forth so much. Because for the Vikings, they're ruled by the moon. The moon is in the sign that she rules. That's very good. The Vikings, they also have Jupiter extra supportive for them today. And, for the Vikings, they also have Uranus, which is unexpected behavior, really, and unpredictability. That's also supporting them today. But then on the flip side, for the Ravens, they not only have two of their major players represented by the planet Saturn, that also represents the Ravens, which again is longevity, being in it for the long haul. The moon, i.e. the Vikings, she moves a lot faster. So I expect the Vikings to move a little bit faster today. And I expect the Ravens to it's going to be a little bit more of a trudge. So it's now 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. Same thing for the Ravens. They had 3 and 8. McCarthy, the little angel, throws to Justin Jefferson. It's going to be good for a first down. Now, what I also said at the beginning of the planetary pregame here was that when a team has the support of both benefic planets, that being Jupiter and Venus, I have seen that play out in the past where that team will win because they have the support of both benefic planets, okay? So I try to stick, because astrology, when I do the charts, when I'm looking at it, I'm trying to stick to the rules of astrology where it's black and white. It's yes or no. That's why I have to stay neutral. I have to stay objective. I can't let the fandom get in the way because it is what it is in astrology. It is what it is. You guys, now I've gotten to the point where I'm rambling so much that my tea got cold. All right. But it's on the heater, so don't worry, okay? And I will say, you guys, that my very first instinct when I looked at the chart, when I pulled it up yesterday, all right, McCarthy throwing to Aaron Jones, who is playing today. There's 11-11 left in the first. I feel like that's a sign. My first instinct when I did look at the chart was I did think that the Vikings were going to win today. It is kind of, and then I'm like, well, I got to look a little deeper. I got to go through. I can't just go from like one or two things. I have to look at the whole thing and put it all into perspective here. But it's 3rd and 5 again, you guys. It's always 3rd down with this team. And I said I was going to have the t-shirt mock-up done, and I freaking didn't. Oh, we got a floater. McCarthy to Naylor. Oh, man, and the friggin' Ravens defense can't do a damn thing, all right? So, I just want to go through my notes before I finish. Now, another thing that I think is really going to come in clutch for the Vikings today is the fact that the game kickoff was at 12:03 p.m. or after, and that I did say at the beginning would be beneficial to the Vikings because that would move Mercury out of their 5th house of games. Mercury, again, is stationing to go backwards, aka retrograde, which can mean communication issues, all right? So the fact that Mercury moved out of the Vikings' 5th house and the fact that Mercury is the ruler of the Ravens game today, how they play their game, And Mercury finds itself in the Ravens' 10th house of how they show out to the public today. That could turn into, them having to learn a tough lesson, i.e. not winning. The one thing for the Ravens that I do like for them is that Saturn is really getting a lot of really good support from Jupiter. The greater malefic planet and the greater benefic planet are in agreement today. But for the Vikings, that would translate to me as the Vikings getting other people's money, i.e. they're getting the money of the Ravens. Just like that, Aaron Jones scored. And I did also want to make mention that if Aaron Jones can stay healthy for the Vikings today, obviously that would be helpful, but it's also helpful astrologically because Aaron Jones is a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And who's in the Vikings' first house being extra supportive is Jupiter right there. So the one thing, again, that I don't like for the Vikings today is that their ruler, the moon, is in the Vikings' 12th house of what's hidden away from them, okay? But it is so close to being in their first house that it's almost there, all right? So I do think that this is going to be a closer game. I'm going to stick with my gut, okay? When I first saw the chart and just going by the rules of astrology, all right? But again, the Ravens do have some support. The Capricorn's on their team. Capricorn is getting support from Jupiter. But the thing that is making me pick the Vikings over the Ravens today is, again, Jupiter, Venus supporting the Vikings, and the fact that Saturn, i.e. the Ravens, Saturn is not doing anything. Saturn is not making any sort of communication with Mercury at all. And Mercury is the ruler of the Ravens game today, how they play their game. All right? And for the Vikings, and just in general, this makes sense, is JJ McCarthy. Obviously, a lot of eyes are on him, the little angel, and the modern day ruler of Aquarius. I know I'm talking a lot, you guys, right now. I'm about to shut up, I swear. I just wanted to get all this out, okay? JJ McCarthy is an Aquarius, or he was born when the sun was moving through Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn traditionally. So JJ McCarthy, one of his main planets, is getting support from Jupiter, the greater benefic planet. Jupiter is also supporting the team as a whole. Jupiter is also a main planet for Brian Flores. I would expect maybe the Vikings defense to kind of match maybe last week as well. And Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius, i.e. JJ McCarthy. Uranus is in the Vikings' 10th house of how they show out on a public level today. So I do expect JJ McCarthy to have a very good game, okay? It's almost as if today could manifest for JJ McCarthy, for the Vikings, as this unexpected win, and with an unexpected young leader who's just kind of getting his feet wet in the NFL. And because Uranus, which is in the Vikings' 10th house of their career today, is unpredictable. It's chaotic energy, but Uranus is supporting Jupiter and the moon is supporting Uranus. So I'm picking the Vikings to win today, you guys. I'm picking them to win in a close one. Originally, I had written down here Minnesota by 7, okay? But I'm going to give a spread, all right? I'm going to say that Minnesota will win today by 3 to 7 points, okay? I'm going to write that down, and we'll see what happens, okay? Thanks, everybody, for listening to that. And we'll watch the chart. I watch the chart as the game plays out, okay? So we'll come back to that. But yeah, the only thing that I do have a little trepidation trepidation, excuse me, about the Vikings, the moon being hidden away in their 12th house. That's why I do think it's going to be a close one. And I do think that Jupiter will come as extra support for the Vikings today. Jupiter is the greater benefic planet. It can bring blessings, positivity. Okay, good luck. Again, it is supporting Saturn. Saturn's a big planet for Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. So we could see them kind of, be their normal selves and be good players today. And I am a little worried about something with Kevin O'Connell just because of Mercury being a big ruler for him. And Mercury's about to go retrograde and it's stationing. But we'll see how it plays out. So Vikings are up 7-0. I'm going to switch the score here. I'm going to put the score on the bottom rather. And we'll see what happens, you guys. If I can type. All right. Okay. Vikings are up 7-0. It's third down again. It's always freaking third down, but this time it's for the Ravens. And this could be, we could see this kind of manifest too for the Ravens in such a way where they're a little surprised, okay, by kind of what's happening. So the Ravens, they do manage to get the first down. All right. 1st and 10. Balti. 1st and 10, Baltimore. This hairdo is even worse. All right. Now I'm back. I think I'm going to have to put up my hair officially, you guys. Let's see. Not to sound morbid here, but can we either Old Yeller, the Fox pregame show, or just get new blood in there? The crew is so old and tired, and we get our info from Football Mainly Online. I mean, shit, Old Yeller reference, Ryan. Taking no prisoners here. All right. I don't watch it much, to be honest, anymore. But I see what you mean, Ryan. I'm surprised that they haven't, too, because it's been a minute since they've had any sort of shakeup on that crew, if any, So, all right. This is going to be a first down for the Ravens. He barely hung on to that, though. Zay Flowers. What a name. That's a great name. All right. Yeah, on the board early, Welly. Exactly. That's what the Vikings need. But, we've seen them do this before, haven't we? Where they score early and then they get tuckered out. So we'll see. All right. Yeah, offensive strategy, that could come in clutch here too. But, a couple other things. Let's see. So I didn't get through all of my notes for the Ravens. That's so fitting that it's Lamar Jackson's 100th game today, you guys. That is just and the fact that they're ruled by Saturn and he's a Capricorn ruled by Saturn, 100th game, the longevity, it screams Saturn. 2nd and 9. Oh, high pass. Looks like it had the opportunity to maybe get intercepted, but it's going to be caught. Wait a minute, you guys. Is this DeAndre Hopkins? He's not on Baltimore now, is he? Hold up. Wait a minute. That's not DeAndre Hopkins, is it? All right. 3rd and 2 for Baltimore. All right. They're coming back, and they're looking to tie it up. Vikings with the early score. Aaron Jones with the touchdown. Early on. 5:55 left to go in the first. It's 3rd and 2 for the Ravens. They got it. All right. Now, for the Ravens, I could see them, again, like I said during the Planetary pregame, them kind of doing the slow burn. A little bit more of a slow burn today for the Ravens, as opposed to the Vikings, who I think are going to move a little quicker. Okay? And, if the Ravens do end up winning this game today, I could see why, because their planet Saturn is getting the ultimate support from Jupiter. And they have Pluto supporting them, and Pluto can really bring death and destruction. Okay. And then, let's see what else. Mars and Mercury are also in good alignment with Pluto. Pluto is the co-ruler for the Ravens today. So we'll see. We shall see. And two, depending on what happens, of course, I want to be right as an astrologer. And today, since I picked the Vikings, or that's what I got, from the chart, it would be a win-win. So that'd be cool. But we'll see what happens. 2nd and 7. Oh, Lamar, it looks like to the tight end, Andrews. Andrews couldn't hang on to the ball. He got to hang on to the ball. All right, it's 3rd and 7 for Baltimore. They're definitely in field goal range here. They're on like the 25 about, so. And I'm watching the Hulu stream today. I do have antenna in my living room, which I could actually go see what happens right now because I'm about like 50 seconds behind. But it's 3rd and 7. And let's see. Baltimore is at the Vikings 24, looks like. Play clock down, 2, 3, 2. All right, snaps good. Oh, there we go. Ravens just can't hang on to the ball today. All right, it's 4th down. It looks like the Ravens are going to have to punt. Or go for a field goal. Let's see. All right, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, you guys, I have Minnesota winning today by 3-7. I do think it's going to be a close one. Today. But yeah, my first note that I wrote about the score, Minnesota wins by 7 up in the corner here. So yeah, we'll see. And again, I know that was a lot of blathering, a lot of planetary pregame today here, people, but there was a lot I was looking at. So. All right, Baltimore going for the field goal. It's good. All right, it's 44-yarder. Okay, so we got Ravens 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, the Ravens 3, Vikings 7. All right. New Mexico Magic is the Vikings heir. Miss Jade, nice. I like it. And it just rolls right off the tongue, too. New Mexico Magic. I love it. Yeah, you three are part of the reason. All right. Eric, you, Florinda, and Raquel. All right. The 3 of y'all. Okay. Very good. Spirit fingers. I love that. All right. Now, I got my cone head going on here, people, so I can really tap into the ethers, okay? Whee! All right, I got the cone head going. Thanks again for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. And, yeah, that whole 9 thing, too, it's very interesting. And I did look up J.J. McCarthy's birthday again because I wanted to see if his birthday equaled the number 9. And it doesn't. It actually equals the number 8. He was born January 20th of 2003. So you would add there's a couple different ways to get your number, you guys. And one of the ways that you can do that is adding the numbers of your birthday together. Okay. So for McCarthy, he was born 1/20/2003. So you're going to add all those numbers up. So you add the 1 plus the 2 plus the 0 plus the 2 plus the 0 plus the 0 plus the 3. That equals 8. So actually, numerology-wise, calculating it that way, 8 is a number associated with J.J. McCarthy. Because again, 1 plus 2, that's 3, plus 5, that's 8. All right, so anyway. And then you would, let's say if it ended up being like 17 or something, you would add the 1 and the 7 together, and then you would get 8. So actually the number 8 is associated with J.J. McCarthy as well. And the number 8 in astrology is associated with Scorpio, which is associated with transformation. So that could also come into play today too. Like there's a true transformation going on with McCarthy and in turn with the Minnesota Vikings. So, and there's also some like personal astrology, the little bit that I know of JJ McCarthy, where what is happening right now in his life is reflective of what's going on in his birth chart. So anyway, all right. Okay. I think I might have to put my glasses back on because I have like fuzzy hair. Oh, we got Miles Price going back. All right. I'm going to keep drinking my tea here. This is spiced blackberry tea. All right. It's quite good. All right. So cheers, everybody. I love that. Spirit fingers. No. Don't say that yet. No. No. Oh my God, you guys, I mentioned the moms. You guys, I mentioned there might be extra moms today. It looks like they're focusing on some moms. Moon in Cancer. It would not surprise me if we see like a shot of like JJ McCarthy's mom or somebody's mom. Because again, the moon is in Cancer. The moon co-rules the chart. The moon rules the people. The moon rules mothers. The moon is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the most maternal of all the zodiac signs. The mother. All right. So, all right. But I think it is actually, they're celebrating Veterans Day today too, I believe, at the game. Veterans Day, I think, isn't it Veterans Day on the 11th, on Tuesday? I think it is, if I'm getting that wrong, but shout out to all the veterans, you guys, for all the service. I personally was not in any form of like the military or anything like that, but my grandpa was. He's no longer here, and then one of my cousins was in the Air Force for many, many years. So got a little bit of affiliation there, but not myself. Aaron Jones is just stuffed there. They're not getting anywhere. All right, it's third down again. 3rd and 12 for Minnesota. They're basically in their own butt. They're on their own 25. Minnesota is currently up by 4. It's going to be a quick pass. Oh, we got a little trickery here today. Oh, that Kevin O'Connell. He's just trying, isn't he? It almost worked. So it was McCarthy. It was the cherub to Justin Jefferson. It was Justin Jefferson back to the cherub. Cherub tried to run for the first down. That's not going to happen. You know, this is Kevin O'Connell that's just like, dude, why are you doing that right there? Why are you doing that right there? Why are you calling that play in the ultimate danger zone? Okay? Kevin, we know that you're not a dumbass, okay? We understand you're a smart guy, okay? But that, I don't think, his decisions, his play calling at the wrong times, it's just, see, this is part of what I was worried about with the Vikings today, is that, you know, themselves as a team, they're almost like hidden away. And the fact, too, Kevin O'Connell is a Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's going retrograde today, people. And it's stationing. So it's going to be a little extra tough for the Geminis, for the Virgos, all right? But we all have that somewhere in our chart. So anyway, we shall see. You got the Bears-Giants game on Fox. And it's snowing in Chicago already? Dang, really? Yeah, what's the score over there? What do we got? No, nothing here yet. Nothing here yet. We don't want to say the S word too quickly. Actually, it was really funny. I was texting a couple of my friends this week, and we were talking about like weather related to kind of get in the way of like hanging out or whatever. And instead of typing snow, I did snow or asterisk, OW, because you don't want to say it out loud, right? I mean, it's coming. Eventually it'll be here, but if we can push it off for as long as possible, that would be great. All right. Oh, okay. 7-0. Oh, really? They don't show games or the scores of other games? They don't. You're right. They don't, because I'm watching Fox over here obviously for Vikings Ravens, but yeah, that's weird. SMS, what's up? How you doing? Happy School Sunday. Let's keep going quick and get another one. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm behind with how I'm watching. That's okay. Yeah. We're on commercial break over here. I'm behind too. Again, I'm watching the Hulu stream, you guys, so I'm probably about a minute behind of live time. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, they are. The Bears are winning too. We're talking a little bit about that. And yeah, if you just joined, I do have Minnesota winning today by 3-7. We'll see what happens. But again, and it's funny too that you make mention of the Vikings going quick and scoring another one. I do think it's going to be the Vikings moving quickly and the Ravens again, the slow burn today. All right. Just because, again, the Vikings, they're ruled by the moon. The moon is the fastest mover. She moves fast, you guys. She just cruises right around. And then the Ravens, they're ruled by Saturn. Saturn is as slow as molasses, okay? Saturn is a slow mover, all right? It slows things down, all right? We got Kevin and Daryl in the booth today, all right? I don't mind Daryl. He's all right. Okay, so about 2 minutes left in the first quarter, first quarter. I was about to say first half. That's not right. And 2, knock on wood, there has not been any flags yet, you guys. So Ravens got the ball back. Minnesota has used 1 timeout. Ravens have all 3. Ravens 3, Vikings 7. Vikings scored on their very first drive. It was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So, and then that last play, I'm still mad about that. Like, Kevin, what are you doing? Why are you calling like that trick play so early? And when the Vikings are on their own like 20, what are you doing? Dumb. I shouldn't say that. He's not dumb. Okay, I take it back. He's not dumb. All right, but I just don't like that. Oh, I spoke it into existence. We got an Adam Thielen shoe on the field. All right, you guys. We got a flag. It's going to be a false start on Baltimore, though. So, all right. Vikings lucked out. Oh, yeah, we're seeing they're showing us Chicago here. Yeah, the Flakes are flying over there, aren't they? Not that I didn't believe you, JJ, but we're seeing it now. All right. I'm trying to add my tabs together over here, people. I'm combining them. All right, 2nd and 11 for Baltimore. They're in their own butt. Man, Baltimore's really having a tough time hanging on to the ball today. All right. But yeah. Let's see. 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Ravens. And so far anyway, for Baltimore, this would how they're playing, this would actually kind of reflect the chart. Again, the astrology chart. Mercury, going to go retrograde. Mercury's the planet of communication. There's a little bit of miscommunication going on here. And Mercury is the ruler of the Ravens' gameplay today. So they've been a little discombobulated so far. All right. 3rd and 13. Lamar gets a pass off. It's going to be short. Nice defensive effort there by the Vikings. All right. So we shall see. But yeah, anybody watching right now, thank you. Appreciate you all for checking in, hanging out, per usual. Is anyone else, Vikings fans in here, just a little bit like, what the hell was that play on the 3rd down? On the 3rd and 2? When, we're going to have the Angel throw to Jefferson. And then we're going to have Jefferson throw back to the Angel. Like, stop. All right? Also, I should have played this earlier. I got to get it ready. Hold on. And the reason why I say they throw a shoe is because Adam Thielen used to wear yellow shoes. He doesn't anymore. There is one player on the Vikings, though, that does wear yellow shoes. I think, what is his last name? Thomas or Taylor, I think. He had a terrible game the other week, but...
There, you idiots. Who throws a shoe?
Honestly, who throws a shoe? A horse, okay? And this is our music for the angel, for the little cherub. All right, for John. We got our angel music. I kind of love it. Okay, so when the angel does something good, because you guys, and I mean this nicely, I know you guys all know this, but he literally looks like a little angel. He looks like a cherub, okay? Ryan, I just want to see the Vikings get up by 2 scores. That would be nice, right? A little breathing room. That would be nice. All right. Let's see. SMS. I like that because it's also like texting, right? The SMS. We're not at an SOS, okay? It's FM. And I know it changed. I know YouTube changed their name. Disney needs to figure it out with YouTube TV because I can't watch half the games right now. So I have to figure out other ways to do it. That's annoying AF. But if that's what brings you here, happy for it. But that's freaking annoying, and I'm sorry. And yeah, at this point, like, I don't know. It's all about the freaking money, of course. Obviously. We know this. But it was like the Minnesota Twins, I think, too. Not that anybody really cares about them right now. But yeah, it's like after FSN, the whole debacle with Fox Sports North or whatever it was, now the Twins are only on Bally Sports and like nobody gets that channel. So this is a whole thing. It's a whole thing and it's annoying. My flappers are gassed at that. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh at. I'm not doing the Schadenfreude, okay? But damn, that sucks. Save those plays for closer. Exactly. Thank you, somebody. Thank you. Like I just like Kevin freaking Coddle. He can't freaking help himself. He really can't. He really cannot help himself. Like, dude, he's like foaming at the mouth. Like, let me do a trick play to just show everybody. Oh, we're seeing a mom. Well, we're seeing a dad, but I think we're also seeing a mom. Again, it would not surprise me at some point in time if we see like a shot of one of the players' moms in the crowd. In particular, I am thinking JJ McCarthy, but we'll see. All right, Ravens are going to punt. Vikings should get really good field position here. Nice. All right, and we're into the second quarter here, people. I do feel like the game is going fast already in general, which doesn't surprise me, with the moon being in Cancer. All right. So, all right. Missed 5 games for Zankel. Let's see. Really? JJ McCarthy, the Angel, he hasn't thrown for a touchdown yet? Really? Is that accurate? Well, he ran in for one, didn't he? So maybe we'll see that today. So Vikings are going to start with the ball on their own 43. Amazing field position right into the second quarter. Vikings are going to get the ball after halftime. McCarthy has hella time to throw. He's looking for Naylor. The ball got batted. Okay, we don't need this for the Angel. We don't need him to turn into some Adam Thielen like, what? Why didn't I get a penalty on that? What? I mean, we'll see what it is, but... Oh, he got hit after the pass? Let's see. I don't like that whining and complaining, though. Don't be the Angel baby like that. Don't be a little baby. Don't turn into Adam Thielen or Karl Anthony Towns, okay? We don't need that. Freaking whining after every freaking thing. I want a penalty. Didn't you see a penalty on that? I mean, maybe he's in the right here, but I don't like that look. I don't like the bitching and complaining about it. All right, it's a quick pass to Aaron Jones. We're on 2nd and 10. It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be probably 3rd and 5 for Minnesota. Please, Angel, Cherub, John, all right? Do not turn into a complainer. Don't, all right? Don't turn into a whiner and a complainer. Don't be, what? Just don't, okay? Don't. Also interesting to me that the symbolism, you guys, that McCarthy was using with his hands. I just saw the pregame and the postgame there. He's using interesting symbolism with his hands. All right, pay attention to that. It's all symbolism, you guys. 3rd and 4, McCarthy to Naylor for the 1st down. Very nice. Okay. Let's not turn the Angel to a pumpkin. It's not Halloween anymore. No, I think he's going to have a good game today. I do think he is going to have a good game. That, and like I said last week too, I did see that in the astrology, and I do see that again today for the cherub here. All right. And I think it's going to continue on. We'll see. I would love to know what John's birth time is so I could actually look at his actual astrology chart. But I don't know it, so we'll just have to go without. But I did still look up the planets, where the planets were on the day that he was born. And I've mentioned this quite a few times, but J.J. McCarthy was born when the moon was in Leo, and the moon in astrology is who you are on the inside, your private life, your personal self. And he was born, so his moon is next to a very, very potent, powerful fixed star called Regulus. And if you're born with planets next to Regulus, it can indicate fame and power. All right. 2nd and 11, McCarthy's just going to run. He's going to dive. It's probably going to be good for 5 yards or so. It's going to be 3rd down again. All right. 12:26 to go in the 2nd. And it does look like today for the Vikings that McCarthy is getting quite a bit of time. All right. He's getting quite a bit of time to kind of look around, to scan the field, and then make a run for it. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 right now for Minnesota. Minnesota's up by 4. They do get the ball at the start of the second half. It's been a little bit of a, discombobulation so far for the Ravens. We'll see what the Vikings can do on 3rd down here. I feel like they're going to go to Hawkinson here on this one. And we got another Adam Thielen shoe. We got another flag here, people. All right. Oh, it's going to be a false start on Minnesota. All right, we get another one of these.
Don't there, you idiot. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
A horse, okay? All right. Now, we're going to do 3rd down again. Let's see. I do like his poise too, Ryan. Yes, I do. Yeah, the stoicism, a little bit of like the old soul kind of energy, a little bit there. Even though he looks so young, he looks like the little cherub. All right, 3rd and 13. Minnesota's on Baltimore's 36. A quick pass to Justin Jefferson. It's not going to be anywhere near good for a 1st down. I think they'll bring out Big Willie here. All right, Big Willie style for a field goal. 4th down. All right. And even if there was a missed call, Ryan, which there very well could have been, I just don't like the over dramatic of it all. All right. But actually, if McCarthy does get a little bit dramatic with like the feelings and like no flag, we could associate that again with his moon sign being in Leo. He's very flashy, very flamboyant with the feelings. Moon and Leo people can do that. All right, we got Big Will, 49-yard field goal. It's good. Vikings go up by 7. All right, at least they got some points out of it. All right, a little bit of a Kirk special, but we'll take it. Okay, we'll take it. All right. I may be behind, but if we win today, my conspiracy theory will continue to hold true. Yes, definitely will. And again, it's it's just interesting. And you wonder too, with the symbolism that McCarthy was doing with his hands. The symbolism, you guys. You got to look at the symbolism. He was holding his hands a certain way, all right, while he's meditating. So, if you guys want to go back, but there's also people in powerful positions that do the same sign with their hands. Okay? So, just remember that. Okay? Just remember that. And if you think about it too, like somebody that comes to mind is that look for the symbolism with the hand motions that a lot of athletes do, a lot of people in power do. It's on purpose what they're doing, right? LeBron James comes to mind before he starts games. There's videos of him like blowing into his hands, doing like a certain ritual with his hands. Okay. Allegedly, supposedly, this is all for entertainment. Okay. It is. But you got to look at that. Got to look into the symbolism of it. Okay. So, and the fact too, the numerology, the number 9. 9 being associated with inner wisdom, with the enlightened one. Okay. and completion. All right. So anyway. No, I didn't say a Muslim sign. No. I just said you have to look at the symbolism that he was using with his hands. No, but I didn't say Muslim. But hi, Mars. How are you doing? Mars attacks. We love it. All right. Let's see. It's so nice to have a kicker, right? I know. And I just looked at the clock, and I've been streaming for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Cheers, everybody. But yeah, I would say there's a prominent person in music, producer, rapper, that's been around for a long time that does similar symbolism with his hands that McCarthy was doing. Okay? All right? Okay. Anyone else not count Will Smith in London that he hit the camera? Right? There's a whole, speaking of tinfoil hats, okay, there's a whole conspiracy for that too. Because, what's his name? Al Michaels mentioned that during, what was it, Sunday Night Football? A couple weeks ago, I think, right? Or was it Monday? I can't remember. What does he call Monday nights? But he mentioned that and then had to go back and say, oh, no, I didn't mean to say that. So that's a whole conspiracy in itself with the wire there. All right, Baltimore back. Oh, Lamar almost gets taken down. He manages to scramble a little bit, but he's going to go down. It's going to be second down for the Ravens, probably about 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Ryan, this is your typical Ravens game. Slow, methodical. The defense just has to keep up with this, and the Vikings will be fine. Yeah. Also interesting, too, because we mentioned earlier the slow and methodical approach that the Ravens are going to have today, because, again, they're ruled by Saturn. Saturn's a slow mover. But Saturn will freaking kick your ass in the end. If you don't keep up and you don't do the work and you don't do your due diligence. So if the Vikings, to Ryan's point, if they don't keep up today and, don't hold strong, or maybe they get tuckered out, whatever the reason, they're going to come back and, get their ass kicked by Saturn, i.e. the Ravens. Okay. But if they can hold strong in there, yes, I do think that will be beneficial. And I just really think that it was all in the timing. It all is. What is time? But the fact that the game kickoff was after 12:03, so beneficial for the Vikings today. You can go back earlier, but because Mercury moved out of their 5th house of games. So, all right, it's 3rd and 5 for Balti. Oh, Smith is coming on the side. Rip Van Ginkel got a hand up there. Almost could have been an interception. Nice defensive effort there. All right, by the Vikings. Yeah, Ravens haven't even been able to do crap. But I do expect the Ravens to get eventually something going here. Like, eventually to get in the end zone. But it might take a little bit of time. Anyway. Ooh, you got Culver's before the game? Well, okay. I don't have a snack today, but I do have a secret surprise for halftime, okay? And it's not a snack, at least for me. I'm not going to be morbid, but all right. Whoa! Miles Price, how did you not do fair catch there, my dude? I'm glad you kept your head on. All right? Ah, what was that? Okay, so no secret snack today, but I do have a surprise. Okay? I do have a halftime surprise for you guys. Okay? And it's not a snack. I won't be eating it, but I have a surprise. Okay? So stay tuned. Oh, he does. Oh, okay. That must have been the Detroit. When was that then? Thursday Night Football? Maybe that was a different game. Did you guys see that though? Where Al Michaels talked about Will Reichert hitting the line, the camera or the wire in London. And it was during a game he was calling. Al Michaels was calling. So he said it during the broadcast. But then after a little while, like, he went back and redacted what he said, i.e. somebody called and told him, hey, what are you talking about? Allegedly, supposedly. Okay. Did anybody else see that, though? Ryan, Metellus just destroyed Jackson. So sorry, Mr. Jackson. Right? Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. I am for real. Outcast. Vikings news today. Skull, how you doing? Thanks for stepping on through. Good game so far. For the Vikings, anyway. If we can get one more touchdown by halftime, hold the Ravens to 3, then we get the ball at half, we should be okay. We just have to be far enough ahead to keep them from being able to catch up. Yeah, that's true. I do think that would be a solid game plan if they could make that happen. Because, I do think that, like the Ravens, they're not gonna like stop trying, but it's gonna take them a little while to get there, but eventually they're gonna figure it out and get to the end zone. I mean, let's just say this. I would be shocked if the Ravens do not get into the end zone today. But I've been shocked and surprised before. But I do think that they will eventually find their way there. So, yeah, to your guys' point, like the Vikings don't stop scoring now, okay? Just because you got in there, right? the first series, right? Let's keep going, all right? Let's not just do the field goal dance for the rest of the game today. Oh, okay. No, it was the game in London against the Browns. Okay, there you go. Yes. Okay, was it? It was a Charger game? Really? You know what? I obviously missed it and saw it after because I have them on mute. Thank you. There we go. But yeah, you guys saw that too. John, that sounds good. It makes your cheeks warm. There you go. That sounds really good. I love freaking chips, and I love some chip dip too. Friggin' love onions, garlic, jalapeno, all that stuff. Yummy. That sounds good. And two, I'm all out of chips. I finished my bag of chips last night, which is a bummer. I mean, I have some crumbs left, but all right, we're getting another. Oh, New York. Jackson Dart just waltzed on in there. All right, we got a little recap there. All right, 2nd and 4 for Minnesota. We got the Cherub. We got JJ throwing to JJ. It's going to be good for a first down. All right. The Angel. All right. The little Cherub. He can do it. I love that. That's like the perfect soundbite. I think he was just having fun at the NFL's expense. He knows how controlling they could be. Maybe. I just find it interesting that he said it, and then a little while after the fact, he went back on it. Like, why? Why'd you go back on it? Because somebody called and was like, Al, don't be saying that. Brian O'Neill. All right. Well, we got another flag on the field. Adam Thielen's shoe, you guys.
There, you idiots. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Horses. All right. Hey, Soda, how you doing? Yeah, Flora says Lamar's number. There you go. Yep. Yeah. Even if they bleed the clock and get 3, I have a good feeling about it. Yeah. All right, McCarthy with hella time. Ah! That ball got batted again. Where did it end up? Oh, we got an F-bomb. Oh, the little Cherub is swearing. I love that they always pan the camera to them. I mean, they always will be. What's he pissed about? Like, okay, Angel, I'm sorry. Like, your pass got deflected, but it did. Because I'm pretty sure that, for reading the lips, he said fucking bullshit. Maybe he's talking to himself. Yeah. Now it's 2nd and 15 for the Vikings. Vikings 10, Ravens 3. We are in the second quarter. Minnesota will get the ball after halftime. Hey, Adam Thielen, you're still on this team. Wow. What? Adam Thielen made a catch, you guys. He's still here. He's got a yellow mouth guard now. He switched from yellow shoes to a yellow mouth guard. All right. Yeah. I will say that the line is held up pretty good today, the offensive line. Aaron Jones with a nice little block there. But yeah, Ryan, yeah. Ryan's got a good feeling about it. All right. Got a good vibe. Again, the astrology looks to support it. Oh, wow. McCarthy just threw an interception. Yeah, effort was there. I see what you did there, sir. But yeah, it's an interception for the Angel. All right. He got his wings clipped a little bit there. Ravens are just celebrating that. Woo, it's a little snack for them. Speaking of snacks. And the one thing here, I see what he was doing. He's throwing to Jefferson in double coverage. I don't think that was maybe the best idea. You're trying to get the big play. I get it. Okay, but now the little cherub's kind of going to the sideline and he's saying, what happened? What do you mean what happened? Okay, this is why he's still the little angel baby. He's still got some stuff to learn, okay? Doing good, Mark, that's good. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do it with my hands, but here, let's find it. I'll find it for you. I do think it is associated with, yes, what Mark said. Let's look it up here. Let me find it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Oh, here we go. Here. This is what he was doing, you guys. I'll show you. This is what he was doing with his hands before the game. Right over here. He was sitting just like this. He was sitting with his hands just like this. Okay? Also like this. Okay? So if you go back, they showed what he was... Oh. I clicked on a book. There's a book on Amazon, you guys. Yeah, so what Mars said. But anyway, I lost my page now. But yeah, that's what he was doing with his hands. So, and, allegedly, supposedly, again, this is all for entertainment. Okay. Women can't be Masons. They can't be, But yeah, you guys, the symbolism is everywhere. Okay? The symbolism is everywhere. And granted, I will say, back to the hand signs, I have done the horns with my hands before, but for me personally, it was literally just in reference to the Vikings, like showing their horns. But just because, again, symbolism is everything. I kind of steer away from that now. But for me personally, at the time, it was literally me associating showing the horns, the Vikings horns. But you could also think of that a different way, right? So this is where we go beyond, you guys. But yeah. All right. I feel like a sneeze is going to come on. Excuse me. All right. Excuse me. After the Lions win last week, I kept my promise and ran 3 miles and was able... Shut up! Are you serious? You did? Good for you. That's absolutely amazing. That deserves some snaps. Shut up. That's absolutely great. Wow. Good for you. That's amazing. All right, 2nd and 7 for Baltimore. Lamar's got plenty of time here. Now Lamar's just going to run for the first down. Lamar's like, hey, young buck, I can shimmy over here too. Okay? First down for the Ravens. They're obviously going to try to make something happen after that interception. And, back to the McCarthy interception, obviously he made the throw. He decided to do that. But who told him to do that? Who called that play? Right? Kevin O'Connell, I'm on your ass. All right? On it. I know, right, Ryan? How rare. We had a rare Adam Thielen sighting. Okay, Now we're just going to give Lamar time to square dance back there? What's happening? It looks like there's another. Oh, speaking of Adam Thielen shoe. We got a flag on the field, people.
Do you really?
Oh, I got to get this playing. I got to get this ready, you guys. I didn't play this earlier. Okay. I'm going to get some stuff ready here behind the scenes. We played this a lot today, though.
There, you idiot. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Oh, you know what? We can say it's, if Soda's still on, Bummer and Murphy. We got a Murphy shoe on the field because he's wearing yellow shoes. It was against Minnesota. Really? I have a beautiful glow going on today? That's really amazing. Maybe it's the lighting. I also, Mars, you're late to the stream, but this should be you weren't here at the very, very beginning. I was fiddling around with my hair. My hair started down, then it started half up. Now it's up. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. We got a glow. And you guys, I have been speaking of glow, because we just had the full moon the other day. I have been taking so many pictures of the moon, you guys, because, oh my gosh, it has just been so bright. And the full moon was on the 5th, right? I think it was on the 5th, yeah. And it was in the sign of Taurus. And my one friend who is a Taurus, I thought about her, and then she texted me later on in the day, and she was like, Jade, did you see the moon? And I'm like, girl, yes, I've been taking pictures of the moon nonstop. And she goes, I literally walked out of work and she said she saw the moon and it stopped her in her tracks. And I was like, oh my God, same thing. So it's like she heard me too, thinking about it. But yeah, the moon, if you've been able to see it, you guys, it's waning now because we got a new moon coming up here in a couple of weeks. But anyway, the moon has just been big and bright. And I guess I could try to show you guys some pictures that I took. Maybe at halftime I will. But it's hard when it's on my phone because my lights will, make it so it's not easy to see. But I got a couple good shots, you guys. I have been posting a couple of my pictures on Instagram. If you guys do want to follow me over there, I don't really post much on Instagram. But my handle is @ahiphiplady, and it should be in the description of the video if you do want to follow me over there. So I've been posting some sky pics. I really want to get a telescope. All right, so, what happened here? All right, 2nd and 1 for Baltimore. Looks like the ball kind of came flopping out there. Now, Ravens are in, no, the babysitter had to clean it up. The last remaining member of the Babysitters Club, Harrison Smith, he's always having to clean up all the messes out there. He just helped Isaiah Rodgers make a tackle there and kept the Ravens from going into the end zone. So, Harrison Smith still doing the dirty work out there. He was like the last hope. All right, so the Ravens are looking to tie it up here, people. All right. That interception fired up. Yeah, for sure. Fired up the Ravens. Yep, it definitely did. Gave them a little bit of spark here. So it's 1st and 10. It's going to be a loss of yards. Now, if the Vikings defense can hold them to the field goal, I will definitely say that's an A for effort after the interception. But we'll see. 2nd and 12 for Baltimore. Again, the Vikings do get the ball after halftime. But the D has to stop them. If we can get them from getting more than 3. Yep. I didn't even see that. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there. We have to get ahead enough where they can't catch up. Yeah. But, in the astrology, I did see the game being close. So I think it might come down to, just a couple of points here, you guys. So, all right. Vikings defense able to hold them to a 3rd down. It looks like it'll about be 3rd and 3. Isaiah Rodgers with the tackle. We're just about to the 2-minute warning in the 2nd. Vikings have 2 timeouts. Ravens have all 3. I missed Aaron Jones jumping in the stands earlier. I missed that. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning, you guys. We made it to the 2-minute warning. All right. So, also, you guys, I have not gotten a update from cousin Mark yet. We'll have to see. I'm sure he will update us at some point in time. Oh, that's so funny. My phone just gave me a new memory. And guess what the subject is? Moonlight. My phone obviously heard me talking about the moon with the astrology, with the planetary pregame earlier. But let's see what it gives me here. That's an old one. It's giving me... See, I have so many shots of the moon, you guys, in my phone. I'll try to find a good one here. And it's never as good as in real life, obviously. Let's see. These are all right. These are from a few years ago. And then I'll get the surprise, you guys. Again, I do have a surprise at halftime. Let's see. Here's one. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it, though, because of the glare. Yeah, hard to see. Yeah, and then with the glare of my phone. But yeah, look at how bright it was. That was just the other night. And look at the ring. The ring around the moon. There was like an extra ring, like an extra glow. It's so hard to see here. Anyway, pictures are never as good in real as opposed to real time, but I do be taking a lot of pictures of the sky, you guys. I do. All right. We're still on commercial. All right. I'm going to plug my phone back in over here. And, you know, my tea, I will do this a lot. It got a little cold. Don't give Lamar time to roam. True that, John. True that. Because, see, well, look what happened. Hat 406. There you go. Bummer Murphy strikes again. Oh, 406. Sorry. I thought it was Soda that said that. I gave Soda credit. 406. My bad. Yeah, Bummer Murphy. And he's got the yellow shoes. So, instead of Adam Thielen, it's Byron Murphy's shoe on the field again. All right? For flags. Another Adam Thielen shoe on the Vikings. We have to do better in the second half. I know. I think I'm just going to stick with Adam Thielen's shoe just because it's the classic. It's the original. And I said that. Nice! Vikings defense held him to a fourth down. Let's see if Baltimore goes for it here. I suspect they might. All right. It looks like Derrick Henry. Not going to work. Not today. I think that was Cashman with the tackle there. It was a collective effort. Oh, they're going for it on the 4th and 3. We knew it. Now, this could be the game right here. I know that sounds a little kooky, but this could be like the game. If they hold them, if they do not let them get this 4th and 3, oh, they're trying to get them to jump. All right. They're not doing it. Never mind. They're going for the field goal, it looks like. Lamar is 7 for 12 for 42 yards. Let's keep him under 100. Wouldn't that be amazing? And on his 100th start, too. All right. Yeah, I'm behind y'all. My bad. No, you're good, dude. I'm behind, too. Like, I'm watching Hulu, and it's like a minute behind of live. So you're all good. No, you're totally fine. Pumpkin mode is acceptable here. You are all good. No problem at all. And, you know, too, Vikings facing the Harbaugh brothers, you know, in the last couple of weeks. Lamar looks a little frustrated. All right. Tyler Loop. That's a really good name. Loop. That's a really good sports name. All right, we got Loop on the field for a 28-yard field goal attempt. This looks like a little bunny right here. Let's see if the Vikings can block it. Wouldn't that be fun? Loop is wearing a master number 33, since we're talking about numerology. 33 is one of the master numbers. And the holder's wearing number 11, another master number. All right, so it's 6-10. Vikings defense been able to do a solid job keeping the Ravens out of the end zone here. Vikings up by 4. And again, Vikings will get the ball to start the second half. All right. Right, John. Right. Exactly. Like, I mean, if anything, 0 would have been great, but field goal, all right, we'll take it. And, I'm still just like, Kevin O'Connell, you guys, like, he just gets in his own freaking way. I swear. And he gets to hide behind the fact that the Vikings have, like, some sneaky success sometimes. But you gotta look the forest for the trees here, people. You gotta look past all that crap. Like, what the hell was that play call, the 3rd and 2, or whatever it was, on the Vikings when they were on their own basically 20? And then on the other third down here, I think it was like 3rd and 8 or something. So you probably got a pass on that. But then throwing the long bomb down the field into double coverage. But the cherub also gets partial blame for that, right? Can only control so much, right? The puppeteering. Lamar, guys, we can't lose to the angel. I know. They're going to be hearing this all in their dreams. Just nonstop. The little angel cherub. Oh. All right. Yeah, we'll take it. Exactly, Ryan. We'll take it. Exactly. Soda, right? That's what my living room is on. I've been saying it. I should move my TV from the living room in here. I guess I could move my camera to the living room. But yeah, I have bunny ears over there too. So you're as absolute live as live can be. I miss that. Since I moved, now I only have the one set of antenna. My other freaking, like, actual bunny ears, the ones that I had for years, literal bunny ears, they broke. So now I'm down to one set. So that's in the living room. So I did turn on the game in the living room for Gigi. So she's actually watching, like, Soda as live can be. Yeah. So again, with the Hulu stream, yeah, I'm like a minute behind. But I guess I could go peek in the living room and see. And I moved my TV too. So I used to have the antenna TV like straight out of the door here so I could see. Actually, so I could see Hulu and then I could see live. But I rearranged my living room. So now my TV's around the corner so I can't see it anymore. But yes, bunny ears for the win. I will say that. All right. All right, 111 left to go. At least what I can see. That would be great. Yes. If they can, like, use this minute and some change here to actually get in the end zone, that would be absolutely fabulous. Like, let's keep going. Okay. Let's keep the pressure on. All right. Let's not get complacent here. Okay. And let's not do anything stupid. Okay. Just keep it simple. All right. Again, Kevin O'Connell, we know you're a smart guy. We know you can draft up some, crazy plays that half of us probably can't understand. Okay? Whatever. We probably can. But just keep it simple because oftentimes that's what works. All right. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. They're starting on their own 30. McCarthy with time manages to connect with Jordan Addison for the first time here. And I like this. McCarthy's kind of, let's keep it moving here, people. Let's keep it moving. We like that. Doing the symbolism again with the hands. All right. He's trying to get that extra power, but it has proven to be effective for other people. So, looking for Addison near the field goal line. It's going to be no good. It's 3rd down again. How is it? You guys, we haven't been saying that much today, but it's freaking 3rd down again. You wasted what? Like 20 seconds? It's already 3rd down? All right, Kevin O'Connell, what are you going to cook up in your cauldron here, buddy? Alexander, I'm here to find out the results of the game. This is my favorite YouTube sports channel. Alexander, that's so nice. Thank you. That is a huge compliment. Yeah. Very good. Well, we're only about to halftime, so it's about 46 seconds. Score, Vikings up by 4 currently. Vikings, it's 3rd and 5. On their own 35. McCarthy doing a little bit of scrambling here and has to throw it away. What the hell was that? What was that? Oh, we got a lot of F-bombs from John today. Every time the cameras pan to him after an incompletion or whatever, just a complete F-bomb. Oh, I think he was kind of hit after the pass there a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like that could have been an easy penalty there. I don't know. It's like we haven't seen a lot of penalties in the game today. It's kind of interesting to see kind of penalties, what they call from week to week. Like, I swear, whatever game it was, there was a freaking penalty every 2 seconds. But, all right, they're not going to call it. Well, Vikings did nothing. All right, now they give the Ravens time to freaking put some more points on the board. Vikings defense probably tuckered out at this point. They were probably like, damn it, I was ready to go into halftime. Now we got to go out there again. 1 missed tackle on special teams. All right, that's fine. Are we going to get a penalty for that? No. You guys, I think they're going to let them play a little bit rough today. All right? But yeah, Alexander, that is so nice. Thank you. Skull, we love it. Yes. Vikings news today. Good with the skull. So far, skull good. All right? Did we just make something up right there? So far, skull good. Skull far, skull good. I think I like so far, skull good. What do you guys think about that? So far, skull good. That could be another t-shirt. I feel like I'm going to get a text from my cousin Mark at halftime. I'm going to write that down. All right, 1st and 10 for the Ravens. And it's going to be a first down. Let's not play too spacious defense here. Let's not play too much zone where you literally just give them time to get in the end zone. Let's not do that. Yeah, so far, skull good. I don't know. That's got a little maybe ring to it or something, right? I don't know. I'm going to write it down. When I used to do comedy, you guys, when I used to do stand-up, it's like, you got to just write it down. Because it could turn into like, well, that's just like something to a whole like 5 minutes, right? Anyway. Watching you on the computer, game on the phone, then watching the Bears and Giants tie on my TV. Holy crap, that is dedication. Dang, sir. Snaps. You got a little Dumbledore clap. Like in Harry Potter. I freaking love that. Oh, so funny. Well, okay. Again, Minnesota, can we not give them too much room here? We don't want to give them too much breathing room. Ugh, the fossils are about to do the... What? The half... The fossils. Well, you can keep them. I don't know what to tell you, Ryan. That's funny, though. Yeah. I think the YouTube community needs to take over for the fossils, okay? 1st and 10. Can we give them all the frickin' time and space in the frickin' world? And they're just gonna tippy-toe right out of bounds. So now they have 10 seconds. 10 is also associated with Capricorn. Speaking of numerology, Lamar Jackson is a Capricorn. Derrick Henry is also a Capricorn. 10 seconds left. All right. Could we see Lamar Jackson to Derrick Henry now? We'll see. This could easily turn into Baltimore taking the lead here going into the half. All right. Somebody's taking a timeout. Yeah, Dad, what are you going to do about that? Kevin O'Connell? Exactly. Kevin, just remember, keep it simple, Shirley. Okay? Keep it simple, Sam. Okay? Harbaugh's just like, woo! He's talking a mile a minute over there. All right. Oh, really? That's interesting. Your grandpa and your great 33-degree Masons. Wow. You probably have quite, well, maybe if they didn't talk about it. I don't know. Not sure about your dad. He never discussed it. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of like a good example of like the masonry symbol in something because it's everywhere, but oh, Lamar Jackson is sacked. Oh no, we're getting a flag now? Now you're gonna call that? Are you kidding me with the kids in the car? All right. What's going on here? Personal foul, roughing. Now you're gonna call that? Now you're gonna call roughing the passer on what? What about before? JJ had a couple hits. Jackson did as well, but now, of course, this is where the conspiracy, the tinfoil hat comes in. Are you kidding me? The ball didn't even leave his hand. What the hell? I'm sorry, that's bogus. That's bogus. I'm not one to ruffle feathers about calls because it is what it is. Brian Flores had to take a sip of water after that one. Probably getting heated. That's a bunch of BS. I'm sorry. Like, that's a bunch of BS. I'm sorry. What? No. 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 That's BS. Okay? If somebody wanted to say that's effing BS, that's BS right there. That was a little angel coming down for the Ravens right there. That was somebody leaving a little coin, a little trinket for the Raven to pick up, okay? Now they get to do a 30-yard field goal attempt to come within 1 point. I mean, am I surprised? Not completely, no. That's seriously stupid, okay? That's dumb. We got 2 seconds to go until the half. Vikings up by 1. No. Oh God. How about because Old Yeller's so sad. I don't want to think about that. Also, but I get what you mean, Ryan. That is like the saddest freaking movie. And also, did you guys know that in Old Yeller, that dog the breed of that dog is what's called a black-mouthed cur? And funny enough, I'm like 99.9% sure that my dog is predominantly a black-mouthed cur. So my dog is like the same breed as what was in Old Yeller. And my dog, I got her from the shelter, but she's originally from Mississippi, and that's where that breed originates too. So, interesting little correlation there with Old Yeller. But yeah, again, Ryan, the YouTubers and everybody needs to take over for the fossils. All right, Miles, try to return this one for a touchdown, dude. No. All right, we're at halftime. We made it. I'm gonna go get my surprise here. And well, I just deleted a whole bunch of crap there. Didn't want to delete that. All right, so we go into halftime with the Vikings up by 1. Vikings are set to get the ball after halftime. Alrighty. Let's see, 33 degrees. It sounds like a lot of dedication. Oh, really? Your dad and son are 3rd-degree Masons. Grandpa was a 3rd degree too. Wow, that's crazy. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Oh, we got a bot from Twitch in here. All right, we got to say hi to the bot. At least I think it's a bot. Horrid fan, I'm sorry if you're not. Wow. And what a name. Seriously. That is like probably the best name for a quarterback. Jackson Dart. All right. Well, I know. I did not like that call at all. I thought that was freaking stupid. Again, I'm not one to beast about the calls, but what color is your grandma's Garma's dress? See, I don't know. I'm not in it. I don't know. Let's see. Ref ball exactly. I know you hate the NFL. Willie's over it. That is just it's just stupid. It's stupid, and that was seriously them leaving a little trinket for the Ravens to just pick up right there. Spine Doc 1, Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't. I haven't seen my grandma wear a dress in years, Mars. I'm assuming that's some sort of reference, right? Like the type of Do they wear robe? Is it a robe that they wear? Space for the win. That skull. All right. Skull, like skull. All right. SMS. I mean, the fact that we have held them to 3 field goals. Right. Yeah. They have the Kirk special going on over there. Impressive. And the Giants are beating the Bears 10-7. All right. So let's have the Vikings come out second half and ball out. Take out the ball, take out the bad call, frustration, and win. Exactly. Hopefully they can get a little bit, because we haven't really seen much from the Vikings since the very beginning. They kind of do this sometimes. They start out really great, and then they kind of like peter out for a little while, and then kind of give the other team a chance to kind of come back. It's like, quit doing that. Quit doing that. So hopefully the play calling can be a little bit better, going into the second half. So Delton, hey. Yeah, I think everything's kind of going as we kind of saw a little bit so far. So definitely a close one. So yeah, I think we'll see what happens. Hopefully, and the one thing again that I was kind of nervous about for the Vikings was the fact that their ruler, the moon, is hidden away from them a little bit, kind of maybe getting in their own way, like the Vikings being their own enemy in a sense here and not really realizing it. And then, Derrick Henry and Lamar, the Satirians for Baltimore, it wouldn't surprise me if either one of them got a touchdown, either Lamar running it in or Henry obviously running it in the second half. But yeah, we'll see. Mr. Woodsman, we're doing a lot of tinfoil hat today. We're all over the place, you guys, which is great. That's where the beyond comes in here. That this game is rigged. Vikings being held on every single play. Wide receivers getting held. Shit. Even bear hugged. Just sad. Call the game equal. Yeah, I will say, again, I'm not one to beast about the calls just because it is what it is, unfortunately. But that last one on Dallas Turner, on Lamar, the personal, that was seriously a gimme. Like, oh, well, here you go, Baltimore. Here you go. Here you go. Open up for the choo-choo. Here you go. Open wide. Here comes the num-nums. Like, stop. Right? Shake them chicken bones up and let them fly. Exactly. I mean, I do have my Amazonite wand here. This is a crystal. You guys, I got a couple crystals here. So I do have the Amazonite wand. I have citrine right over here. Okay. I have a Caribbean calcite right here. This is a palm stone. We could get a little calm. Maybe JJ McCarthy is holding one of these in his palm during halftime. But what the Vikings really need, I also have lapis lazuli. This can be calming. What the Vikings really need here, all right, is this is God, what is this? This is red. Man, I'm forgetting the name of this crystal right now. This is associated with energy, though. And if you look at it, it's kind of like Mars, like red. Mars is associated with sports and energy. But, damn it, what is the name of this crystal? I can't remember right now. I wrote it down. Why can't I remember the name of this crystal? But this is for energy. I wrote it down. I'm going to have to find out. Okay, you guys. Okay, hang tight. I'm going to go get my surprise. Okay, I have a surprise. Hi, Corey. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to get the surprise. If you want to put your guesses in, it's not a snack. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Hold on. All right, you guys, I'm back. I seriously have to go find the name of that crystal. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Are you ready? Oh, it could. I don't think it's Jasper. No, it's something else. Okay, you guys. Whee! Look at this. Here's a surprise. I've just been calling her Kitty. Isn't she cute? She's purring right now. I'm technically fostering this cat right now. All right. If anybody is in the Minnesota area, she's getting spayed on Tuesday. Okay. She's about 4 months old. I got her string. She really likes this. Okay. But again, if anybody is interested in a kitten, she's very sweet. She's very nice. She's completely litter box trained. I've had her for about a week. Okay. I think she kind of looks like a little lynx. She's got these little ear wispies. It's kind of hard to see. She's like, put me down. She was on the very top of my closet, so that's why it took me a second. But and she really loves this strain. But she got these little ear wispies. Where she looks like a lynx. So anyway, I kind of think her name should be like Lynxie or something. But I also was like, I said Maya to her, like after Maya Moore, the incredible Lynx player. And she turned her head to the name Maya. So maybe her name is Maya. But anyway, I'm fostering this kitten right now. Because I don't know, at this point, it does take dogs a little while to adjust to, but I don't know if it's the right fit to keep the cat permanently. But she's very cute. Again, she gets fixed on Tuesday. If anybody is in the Minnesota area and you're interested in a 4-month-old kitten, again, she's a very good little girl. Completely litter box trained. She's a pretty good, equal parts like spunky and sweet. And yeah, you can just pick her up too. She's a little kitten. Anyway, but yeah, that's my surprise. And I'm just going to keep holding this string for her because gotta watch her. There's a lot of cords in here and she's going for the cords. So that's why I got to keep the string over here because she likes the string. And yeah, because my dog and her can't be left alone, unfortunately. But she's a very nice girl. And yeah, just completely litter box trained. I'm like very happy about that. No accidents or anything. She's a nice little girl. So yeah, that's my surprise. All right, Corey, you just got home from Delano. See your live streaming. Hey. Yeah, good to see you, Corey. Thanks for stopping by. Let's fucking go. Purple and gold for life. Take it. Exactly. We'll take it. All right. 2. Kitten's like all about it. I did ask the kitten who she thought was going to win. And actually, she told me the Ravens were going to win. I was holding her before the game, and I said, all right, kitty. I go, is the Vikings going to win the game today? She didn't do anything. And I said, are the Ravens going to win today? And then she gave me a boop. She put her nose on my nose. And then I asked her a second time. I said, are the Vikings going to win today? She didn't do anything. I said, are the Ravens going to win today? And she gave me a little boop again. So anyway, Alexander, oh, they were aprons. Okay, I don't know about the higher up degrees. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like robes or something too. Yeah, it could be red quartz. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go get funny enough, I have a notebook with a kitten on it or with a cat on it. I might have to go grab that because I do have it written down. I think it's like I feel like if it was Jasper, I would remember that. Damn it. I'm going to have to look it up. But yeah, it's very cool. I really like it. I try to like hold this or utilize it more on Tuesdays because Tuesdays are associated with Mars. Mars associated with red, energy, ambition, drive, and stuff like that. So the Vikings. All right, here you go. Little ambition, energy. Okay. Rubellite? No, it's not that. Damn. Seriously. I can't believe I forgot what that's called. It's pissing me off. Red jasper. Yeah. Maybe it is it a red? I don't. It's. I feel like it's a calcite something. Also, the kitten. She's going for the fairy lights, you guys. She likes those. She's down here. That's why I got to keep this string handy. The cheapest cat toy you could buy, you guys. I already had a ball of string. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, she's very cute. Kitty. Yeah. Hey, kitty. Yeah. And it's funny too. Like I've only had her for like a week, but she definitely will answer too. You'd be like, "Hi." She'd be like, "Meow." Oh, she's going for the plant. Ah, get out of there. Thank you. I have so many plants, you guys too. So when I have her in my bigger bathroom, which is connected to my closet, so it's pretty big. She's got more room to roam, and I let her come out intermittently. But yeah, you guys with the dog, I gotta kind of let them just, the one has to watch the other kind of thing. I don't know where she went. Hi, you're going for the lights over here. All right, we're back. It's third quarter. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, she's very cute. I mean, what cats aren't cute, right? Yeah. Aw, yeah, she's a cute little girl. All right, Vikings got the ball. Here goes Aaron Jones. Yeah, he's going to come in clutch, I think, today. So we are in the start of the third, you guys. But yeah, she reminds me of Miss Kitty, who was the farm cat at my grandparents'. She passed away a year ago about. We all loved Miss Kitty. She was so friendly. I used to give Kitty shout outs in my streams too. And I would say that Miss Kitty, she was an outdoor cat, farm cat, but she had to have been like at least 12 years old, if not older. So R.I.P. Miss Kitty. We definitely miss her. I have a lot of pictures of Miss Kitty too, but she kind of looks like this kitty. It reminds me of her a little bit. Ah! Oh, Texas, my cat Nigella. Is that your cat's name, Nigella? That's cute. Says hello to this cat. Ow! Your claws are sharp. She likes to play though. Here she is. Whoa. She's a little cutie. Yeah, when I asked her, I said, "Who's gonna win today?" But yeah, I'm fostering her for right now. So again, if anybody is interested and you're in Minnesota or, near the, border of Minnesota anywhere, she's getting fixed on Tuesday. So, whee! Anyway, yeah. That's funny. All right, it's third down again, you guys. It's always third down for this freaking team. Kitty, it's always third down. She doesn't care. She's playing with the string. Yeah, she's a cute little girl. She is. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep her permanently. So I'm just fostering, which is actually, hopefully I can continue to foster. This is my first time. But, yeah. It's just nice to help, because then you can help more animals. So, yeah, but she's a very cute little girl. Thanks, you guys. She's feeling the love. She's feeling it. She's taking a little mini bath before she starts for the string again, you guys. All right. What the hell was that? Ugh. This freaking play calling. Oh, she's going for the lights, you guys. Ah! Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? You're gonna call that play on a 3rd and 1? What's wrong with you? Kevin. Oh, yeah, you just threw it right over. Yeah. Dum. What the heck was that? Again, you guys, the cat said that the Ravens would win, so we'll have to see. Well, while you have to make her an honorary Viking, call her toothless. The thing is, she has really sharp teeth. She could be Moss, right? Little Mosser, like Randy Moss. She could be Dante. Culpepper. She could be Culpepper. Yeah, I don't know. She responded to Maya, like when I called her Maya a couple of times. I wanted to give her witch names. Yeah. Did you see it, JJ? Did you see her? I put her back up. You guys, what the F was that? Honestly. Are you freaking kidding me, Kevin? On a 3rd and short, you're going to have... Oh, here she goes. You guys see the lights moving back there? She's going for him. That's why when she's in the office here, there's so many cords and stuff, but... I live in Hutchinson, 1 hour west of the Twin Cities. Only thing I work straight nights, so it would be hard to take care of. If I was retired, then definitely. Yes, Corey. Well, you're taking into consideration, the attention of the animal. So that means even though you don't have any pets, I don't think you have any pets, you're still a responsible pet owner. But I will say, I grew up with a dog and with cats too. But cats are definitely way more independent than dogs, way more independent. And I do have to keep them separated. So unfortunately, my dog sleeps in my bed with me. So I can't have the kitten in the bed. But yeah, she does really good, overnight and stuff. But yeah, I totally understand that. But yeah, if you know anybody, Corey, too, if you guys know anybody, let me know. Can make it happen. And you can send me an email if you want to. I got my email in there, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to foster more, too. Because again, helping, it's good. Let's see. Sounds good to you? Very good. We like it. I don't have a lot of Vikings gear, but the great thing is my colleague, wait, is that my call? Oh, can I read? All right. I don't have a lot of Vikings gear, but the great thing is my college is the same color as Minnesota. Oh, there you go. So you just wear your college colors? Nice. I do like the Vikings colors, the purple and gold. Oh my God, kitty. Okay. All right, she's back. Oh, we got a penalty. Now this is going to be a penalty on Minnesota. Stupid. We got a shoe. We got an Adam Thielen shoe on the field. They are the orange ones. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be pass interference on the Vikings. Oh, it's on Harrison Smith. I think she sees herself too. She likes to look in the mirror. This one. Yeah, your teeth are sharp though. Your teeth are sharp. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. But yeah, Gigi's like, I don't know. She likes to play with the cat, or they haven't played directly. She likes to watch the cat play, and she does want to play along with her, but I can't trust them to be, anyway. Domestic cats or serial killers, they might be. All right, Baltimore, first down and then some. Yeah, the long game here, the Saturnness of this game, all right? I got to change the bottom. All right. Because we are technically not at halftime anymore. We're in the third quarter. All right, I'm holding the string right by my leg. I'm like, why is she on my leg? Because the string's over here. But yeah, I'm trying to, little intervals of playing and stuff. But yeah, it's going good so far. I do wish, again, that my dog and her could, both be free at the same time, but unfortunately that can't happen. Okay, can we give Lamar any more time to complete a pass? You guys, the Ravens, they're just going to waltz on into the end zone here. Here she goes. I am going to figure out what that, oh, you're in Iowa? Okay, right on. Right on. I'm in Iowa. I hate that. I totally feel you. When I'm in people's chats on YouTube and I'm on my phone, it always sends before I'm done. I'm like, wait a minute. That was happening in Rap's chat the other day when I was in there. All right. Shoot. First and goal for Baltimore. They're currently down by 1. We knew it wouldn't be long until they got to the end zone. If I had an ESA letter for accommodations at my university, I'd take her. I'm 3 hours away from Minneapolis. Yeah, no, that's fair. You got to focus on college and stuff. But yeah, anyway, you guys, if you know anyone, and too, I was, I'll bring her back out too because, sharing on social media and stuff like that helps get the word out. But yeah, she's a very nice girl. Equal parts snuggly and spunky. So, second and goal, Lamar's got, let's just let him do a freaking hoedown back there. Square dance. Rip Van Ginkel finally, on his ass. Lamar's got to throw it in the stands. All right. Vikings defense. Don't chew on those cards. There she goes. She's going under the shelves over here. She likes that too. You're 3 hours away, but yeah, I could make that happen. But no, I understand. Yeah. Got to focus on school and stuff. And you got to have time. Time for pets and stuff. But back to the orange cats too. The orange cats, they can be super crazy, and super fun. One of my good friends, Max, his orange cat, R.I.P., he had a cat, baby Thomas, who was an orange cat. And I think he could attest to that too. All right. Vikings defense did a good job there. Held them on the 3rd and goal. 4th and goal. We'll see what the Ravens do here. I don't know, Ryan. Oh, she's going for the paperwork. That's fine. She can have the paperwork. All right. Brian Flores is all pumped up. I mean, I will say, between the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator, who's holding their own today? And I did kind of see that as a problem, again, you guys, because Mercury, our communication planet, going retrograde today. It's stationing to then move backwards. And who does that affect in more of a challenging way as none other than Kevin O'Connell? So it's like, dude, what are you thinking here today? All right, so Baltimore goes up. They take the first lead of the game. They're up by 2. Kitty's found the other chair over there. Let's see. Wow. Jackson Dart. All right, Kitty, stay out of the plant. Where's your string? You guys, I lost her string. What the heck? Where did that string go? You guys, how did I lose that string? What the hell? Because the string is how I'm able to get her, when I have to bring her back. You guys. Okay. She's just sitting on the floor looking at me. She's very cute. You guys, the string is gone. Oh, here it is. Okay, I was like, really gonna be like, that's a major conspiracy. You guys, she's laying down and she's looking up at us. It's very cute. Yeah, thanks a lot, Kevin. I have to get that freaking soundbite from Home Alone. Kevin! All right. Gigi's still not quite sure. It's like she likes her and has wants to play, but it would be like too much, She usually barks at her a little bit, but when the cat's playing around and I have Gigi either on a leash or in her kennel so she can watch, Gigi definitely whines because she wants to join in on the playing. But yeah, that's just why I don't think I can keep the cat permanently because I don't think Gigi's, completely happy with that. So, which is surprising to me because Gigi loves other people and other dogs, and we've been around. We were just at my aunt and uncle's, and they have a Great Pyrenees and a cat. So, anyway, Viking news, you're hitting us with the skull. Hey, nope, you can't have that. You cannot eat that. Ah! No! All right, I gotta go get her back up. I gotta go get the string. Ah! All right, I'm gonna go put her back in the room too after this. Here. You can't have that. Hey. No. No, little girl. That would not be good for you. No. All right. We're losing the Hulu stream here. They don't want us to watch. All right, I got the string again. This is the ticket. And I do have, like, my friend gave me a couple cat toys a long time ago for Gigi, for my dog. So I actually have a couple cat toys. Oh, she's totally in the plant. No. Okay, we're getting Mercury retrograde here because I can't see this. I can't see the game anymore. You guys, I might have to move out to the living room. All right. What the hell? I'm losing the Hulu stream. Kitty. All right, we're back. Okay, I missed a 61-yard kickoff return? Shut up. Hulu didn't want me to see that? Wait, what happened? What happened here? What's going on? What did I miss? Oh no, was this something good for Baltimore? What happened, you guys? What the hell happened? It only was off for like 2 seconds. What did the Vikings do? You guys, what the F? What did I miss? Ugh. I think they maybe need to find an offensive coordinator and tell Kevin exactly. Some of these calls are getting out of hand. 100%. Yeah. I should have listened to the kitty. She said Baltimore was going to win today. Hi, Kevin. Juju Gigi. Yeah, Juju's in the other room. Vikings game, no surprise. Cheeseheads are on. Yeah, they're on tomorrow, Kevin. Playing against Philadelphia. Thanks for joining, Kevin. Good to see you. You guys, what happened? What did I miss? What did I miss? Careful, don't bump the baby or he will cry to the refs again. Exactly. Maybe give B-Flow the head coaching spot if KOC exactly wants to be the offensive coordinator so bad. What happened, you guys? Watch this be yet another ugly Vikings win. They're going to have to get their shit together here. I mean, they are. The Vikings offense is going to have to get their shit together. Hi, Kitty. All right. Honestly, holding them to field goals is impressive. I'd rather it be 12 to 10 exactly than 28 to 10. 100%. Let's see. Willie, I don't give a damn how they win, just as long as they win. What the F happened here? Somebody's going to tell me. C-Mac, I have Flowers and Andrews on the Ravens. Nice! On your fantasy football team. There you go, Corey. And since Addison is on the bench, as he hasn't done much lately, but like you say, nobody cares. I care, Corey. You know that I care. Nice placement, though, today on your fantasy football team. Good call on that. Vikings are serving up more turnovers than a French bakery. I could go for a frickin' croissant. Je voudrais un croissant, s'il vous plaît. Parce que j'ai faim. Je voudrais un café avec un croissant, s'il vous plaît. Et maintenant, parce que j'ai faim. All right? I know a little French. Vikings fumbled, kick up. Are you? Damn it. Thanks, Corey. Kitty, you're going to fall off the chair. There you go. She's sitting in my lap right now. Damn it. Was that Miles Price that fumbled that too? Damn. All right, Kitty. Okay, you guys, I'm going to bring the kitty back. But she's the surprise. Again, if you guys know anybody in Minnesota or South Dakota or, North Dakota area or Wisconsin or Iowa, willing to travel a little bit, I could meet up. She gets fixed on Tuesday. And as far as the cat with my dog, the cat doesn't mind. She's just like, oh, whatever. The cat likes to watch Gigi. And, Gigi will be like, I don't know what to do. And then Gigi will run off or scamper off, and then the cat will be looking for her. So, but, typical kitten, I think they can adjust okay to animals. Okay, your teeth are sharp. But like a little kitten, stay out of the plant. Yeah, you stay out of that plant. But I'm going to go bring her back to her room. But yeah, she's good. Nice little girl. Willie, honestly, I feel that, but I'm so tired of the ugly close wins. Yeah, for real. All right, 3rd and 1 here. Okay, Kat, you need to get out of the plant. Nope. Well, she just ripped some of the plant. Whee! All right. Well, Lamar just ran for a 1st down. Tired of mediocrity every season. Make it harder on themselves 100%. And they're about up by 9. Miles Price was the fumbler. Okay. You wonder why I'm not a drinker with this team. Exactly, right? And, this is kind of what I was a little bit nervous about for the game today. Was that, with the Ravens being ruled by Saturn, they're doing the slow burn here. Okay? They're doing the long, slow burn. The Vikings, they have to hurry it up, and they got to do something. Okay? But I think that's, with the astrology of it all, too, it just kind of shows why I was a little bit, I wasn't sure. I wasn't fully confident. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Plenty of time. But I will say, the Vikings offense, what are you guys doing? You haven't really done anything here. So, all right. Just like that, Baltimore gets in the end zone. Touchdown. Unless they mark them on the 1. Okay, kitty. Oh, what happened here? Okay, it's 1st and goal. We'll see. And again, you guys, no surprise. The Ravens are eventually going to get in the end zone. So, and this wouldn't surprise me if this is Derrick Henry with the touchdown. Again, the Satarians coming in clutch today. Part of me is like, damn, I should have listened to the kitty. She said the Ravens were going to win. Oh, it's Hill for the touchdown for the Ravens. All right. Ravens are up by 8. They're going to go for the PAT. Looking to be up by 9. And just like that, the Ravens are up by 2 scores. Well, unless they miss the PAT. No text from my cousin Mark yet. I wonder what he thinks about the game. And here's the thing, too. With the astrology of it all, it's like the Vikings can't just oh, we got in the end zone once. Okay, we're done. The Vikings offense has to kind of get going here a little bit. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. All right. 19-10. All right. Vikings offense going to have to do something. A Vikings drinking game would not end well. Exactly. Oh, my God. That would end with people praising the porcelain god, I think, and probably getting into some kooky behavior. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to go put the kitty back. We'll play with her later after the game. She got one piece of the plant. Poor Lady. That's my plant's name is Lady. All right. Okay, kitty. We're going to go put you back in your room for a little bit. All right, you guys. Here she is. Boop, boop. Beep, beep. Yeah. Hi. Hi. All right, you guys. She had fun. She just wants to play, which is fine. But I'm sure when I go check on her after the game, she'll be sleeping. Hi. Hi. All right. Boop, boop. We'll see you guys later. Right? Right? She's purring. She's a purr. Hi. Okay. Here we go. I'll be back, you guys. If I don't fall down. Gigi's probably like, hey, what are you guys doing in there? Hi, Gigi. Now I'm trying to get Gigi in here. I did look at my TV that's got the antenna. They're not back from commercial yet over there. Okay, Vikings got the ball back. Did the Vikings lose the ball again? Oh my God, you guys, I'm watching on the other TV. There's a dog pile. Oh my God, shut up. Did they lose this ball again? No. Guys! What happened? Ugh. Okay, never mind. All right, you guys, I was looking at the antenna. Miles Price held on. Now, on the stream, I'm just getting to it. Miles Price was doing so good, and now what's going on? Our pet's heads are falling off. Ah! All right. Vikings end up with the ball, okay? Because I saw on the other TV. Okay. I'm trying to get Gigi in here now. I brought her treats, but Gigi, she's not coming over here. I'm going to throw her treats over here. Gigi. She can go find him. All right. Former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He died at 84. Oh, that's too bad. R.I.P. Former NFL Commissioner. He wasn't the one before Goodell, was he? Damn, Miles Price, what's going on with you today, homie? But Vikings maintain possession. They got to get something going here. Here's Mason. Speaking of masonry. All right. 7:37 left to go in the third. Thanks, William. Yeah, I'm fostering her for right now. She's a cute girl. I can hear her meowing now in the other room. She's like, hey, I want to go back where the fun is. Which I totally understand. I wish I could let her out and let her and my dog be, but we can't trust it. We can't do that. So we got another penalty. Let me guess, it's on Minnesota. This is like the third false start here. What's going on? Okay, can we stop with the Adam Thielen shoes? But yeah, she's a little cute girl. The owners need to take the offensive play sheet away from KOC like they were taking scissors away from a running kid running around. Exactly. You're going to hurt yourself here. You've already hurt yourself, so stop it. Man, Vikings have had 6 penalties. Ravens have had 1. All right, McCarthy finds another rare Adam Thielen sighting here. And here's the thing. The Vikings, I know, there's 6 minutes left to go in the third, but you need to hurry it up here, okay? Y'all need to hurry it up. I am going to find the name of this crystal, too. It's something calcite, I think. Vikings need a little bit of energy here. They need a boost. All right, Mason with a catch. It's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be third down again for the Vikings. Vikings offense really can't get anything going here. That's trouble. That's a problem. Aw, nice. 13, that's old boy sleeping on your bed right now. That's great. Yeah. I knew you had a cat, William, but I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. That's awesome. I love cats. I love all animals. All right, 3rd and 2. Vikings in Ravens territory. Barely. 3rd and 2. We got another pass coming, and it's deflected. No good. What the hell is that? Can you run the ball on a 3rd and short for once? What the hell? God, Kevin, you're annoying as hell. And then McCarthy, you're just going to literally throw right into a Ravens player. Dude, you can't be doing that. Maybe take Price out the next one because 2 fumbles in a row is unacceptable. Yeah, he was doing so well. Now they're going to go for it on a 4th and 2 at midfield? What? And you're going to pass again? Oh my God. You freaking idiots, dude. Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, we got an Adam Thielen shoe. Who's it on? Who's it on? Who's it on? Adam Thielen over there doing this Adam Thielen thing, bitching and complaining. Did Adam Thielen whine enough to get a penalty? Let's see who it's on. I wonder if they're going to throw the Vikings a bone here. Adam Thielen's freaking John over there in typical Adam Thielen fashion. Oh, now we got a little fight brewing over here. This is Mercury retrograde all up in here, you guys. All up in here. Mercury stationing to go retrograde. All this communication, little fighting, little back sassing, personal foul, offense. Oh, good job, Adam Thielen. Way to go, my dude. Way to go. Dumbass. Keep your mouth shut, homie. He's still going on about it. Dude, Dad, control your player. Control your player here. This is like the wheels falling off here. Yeah, Oh, it was a block that Adam Thielen did. Okay. This is why I wanted Jim Harbaugh over KOC. It's like, you know what? KOC, why don't you go handle your player here? Okay? I'm sorry, but like that's unacceptable. Okay? And then you're just going to sit over there, Kevin O'Connell, and shake your head. This is the downfall here. This is, you know what? And I had an inkling about this before too, is that Saturn will teach a freaking lesson is what it'll do. All right? Saturn being the Ravens, and I had a little inkling about it this morning, about like the Ravens teaching the Vikings some sort of lesson here. Like, we've been here before. We know what we're doing. We're like the crafty veterans here against you guys. But we'll see. Man. And just with me too, just astrologically, like, man, I just get pissed when I miss these things, but hey, it happens. Anyway, all right, so now with that whole freaking ugly ass mess, and KOC, where were you there, man? Like, where were you? And on a 4th and 2, that's what you're going to do? Ugh. Like, at this point, you guys, I'm just like done with Kevin O'Connell. Like, done. Goodbye. Like, goodbye. Speaking of Adam Thielen's shoe, I thought he would be more of an impact for the purple. Haven't heard much of him so far. Exactly. Yeah. He's had, I think, 2 catches today. I don't even know if he had any last week, but yeah, we got a rare Adam Thielen sighting. So it's 3rd and 9 for Baltimore. You guys, the wheels are spinning off on both sides here. But we thought this would be an interesting game here. All right, a close one. And yeah, it's definitely been that. But yeah, I think just like all the shenanigans going on today too, this is like totally Mercury stationing to start moving backwards. Again, Mercury's the communication planet. So like when a planet stations to go backwards, it can be rough. And that's currently happening. So now Baltimore, Tyler Loop. All right, he's 4 for 4. I think he's going for he's 56-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he gets it. No good. All right, Vikings lucked out on that one, you guys. All right. They got a little Jupiter luck there. Okay. Score stays the same. Yeah, we need some more scoling up in here. We definitely do. All right. Man, Vikings are doing exactly. Yes, they're doing everything they can to lose this game. I'm already understanding that this season is going to be a losing season and no playoff run. Hopes are not up. Yeah, and the thing is like, even if that's the case, okay. But now the potential future quarterback, old John, the little cherub, okay, he could potentially get some reps and get some real game time action. But you know what? As far as like the game has gone so far, I don't know how, and I would say in the last couple of weeks here, especially with the whole Carson Wentz handling, KOC, it's been like this the entire time. I think now the magnifying glass is just on a little bit more, but I don't know what the hell he is thinking with the play calling today. Like, I don't know. And for quite a while. All right. So, and the thing is with old John, the little cherub, I'm sure he's going with absolutely whatever dad, head coach says, right? But at what point do you like break away from that? I don't know. I think Kevin O'Connell makes no in-game adjustments either. And now's the time, dude. Now's the time. Like, stop getting in your own freaking way. The throwing on the 3rd and shorts, the fancy ass little cutesy play when you're in your own, when you're on basically on your own, in your own end zone, basically. And then you go for it on a 4th and 2, and then you do it again. You can't freaking help himself. It's almost as if Kevin O'Connell keeps doing these play calls, like throwing on the 4th and short or the 3rd and short, because he's just trying to wait until it works and then be like, see, dude, stop, enough. He gets in his own damn way. He does. Yeah, John, frustrated. Yeah, not good. Right. I know. Like Adam Thielen, dude. What? Adam Thielen is he was born when the sun was in Leo. Leos can be very, very flashy. They're fire sign. They can get very right? Very expressionative, if that's a word. All right, Minnesota offense got the ball back here. 1st and 10. McCarthy's got a little bit of time. It's going to be a quick pass to Aaron Jones. Manages to get the 1st down. There we go. I really think Aaron Jones is like the not-so-secret weapon to the Vikings getting the victory today. I really do think that. I said it earlier a couple of times. I'm saying it again. So, Alexander, call a timeout and make him do up downs on the sidelines. Those suck. But yeah, do it. Coaches, they need to install discipline. Kevin O'Connell, again, that's why the name Kevin O'Connell is so fitting for him, because it does seem like this team is undisciplined. There's Aaron Jones again, running for another 1st down. There you go. Kevin, are you listening to the stream? Is somebody listening in the Vikings camp? You guys, they always listen. They got their little birds out. They're always listening, okay? They always are. All right. And Aaron Jones, too. He wears a master number 33. So let's see. AT is having an impact, not a positive one. Defense needs to come out and just clean up the messes. Exactly. They're always having to clean up the messes. These quick passes to the side, like, I guess that worked that time. Like, they need to keep the momentum going here. Like, keep it up. Vikings, you need to ride this wave, okay? Make it a long one, all right? Get your longboard out and stay on. Because it's like, where was this the entire time? It's like the Vikings always have to freaking play catch up, right? They can never be leading. They're not leaders. They're followers. They just are. I feel like I say it week in and week out. So let's come back. Let's show them what we can do, right? We always hear as Vikings fans, like the Vikings have all these weapons. Oh, we got another false start here. This is the 3rd one here on the offense. We got another Adam Thielen shoe here, people. And let's see who it's on. We've been playing this a lot. Playing this one a lot today.
Whatever lump there, you idiot. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Hi, Gigi. Yeah, who throws a shoe? The freaking ref, or the refs do. Now it's a 1st and 15. You get 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Vice versa, whatever. 1 penalty on the Ravens, though, today. One. First and 15. Vikings on the Ravens, 25. JJ gets the snap. He's got time. A really stupid pass attempt to Aaron Jones. Let's keep calm, sir. Little angel. Let's keep calm. You can do it. He's blowing in his hands. He's trying to get some of that power, okay? But yeah, they always got to clean up the messes. And that's why I used to call the Vikings defense the Babysitters Club. Back when it was Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, Xavier Rhodes. They used to be the Babysitters Club because they'd always have to clean up the messes because of freaking Pizza Ranch Boy. And now we have the last remaining member of the Babysitters Club, Harrison Smith, that's trying to do it all. All right, McCarthy, looking for Jefferson in the end zone. He's about triple covered, so not really sure why they did that. Hi, Jeej. But it's going to be 3rd and 15. Ugh. As Tommy said while trying to sell brake pads to the guy who collected the cars. Whoa, that was close. 3rd down again, you guys. I bet if they put KOC on the hot seat, he'll change his tune. Well, they need to. All right? And it's been enough time. All right, 3rd and 15. Vikings down by 9. Vikings on the Ravens 25. McCarthy with hella time. Overthrows Justin Jefferson in the end zone again. I think they were trying to get some sort of penalty there. It's not going to happen. Stop trying to bait them for penalties. It's not going to happen, okay? The Ravens have 1 penalty today. You think that they're going to start calling them all of a sudden? And I'm sorry, both of them two were hugging each other. It's not going to happen. We got a freaking Kirk special here. All right. Brainerd, Minnesota, home of Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox. Name that movie quote. I would originally say Drop Dead Gorgeous, but I don't think that's it. All right, we got Big Willie in for a 43-yard field goal attempt. All right, Vikings move within 6 points. We'll take it, but again, we could have we really could have used a touchdown there. All right, we got the freaking Kirk special again. Hey, pizza. We could really use a touchdown right now. Pizza Ranch Boy says, could I interest you in field goal range? Okay. We don't want the little angel cherub to be turning into Pizza Ranch Boy. Okay, we don't need that. All right. Vikings within 6. I just think, stop trying to push it to Justin Jefferson. Stop trying to push it over there, okay? Not playing shuffleboard over here, okay? Let's utilize our other options. Was Jordan Addison double covered? I don't know. We don't really ever get the eagle eye view. Sometimes, as fans, when we're watching, I wish we could get that eagle eye view a little bit more so we could see. But I don't know. I just think that on that series, they tried to push it too hard to Justin Jefferson. It's dude, the cat was pretty much triple covered. Then he was double covered. It's trouble. I get it. He wants the ball too. But dude, whatever. They got some points on the board. I don't know. I would say Drop Dead Gorgeous. Otherwise, my second guess would be Fargo, but I've never seen the movie Fargo, so I don't know. You'll have to tell us. This game is almost as bad as the Raiders-Broncos Thursday. That one wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't watch all of that. I just watched a little bit of it. But, all right. So, the Vikings defense and the fact that there's no penalties going to the Ravens, we could use a little defensive turnover here for the Vikings, right? We're getting a shot of Buffalo Bills and Miami. Buffalo's currently down to Miami by 10. Interesting. Is Mike McDaniel still the coach of Miami? Does he still have his job? Corey, I just saw Robot Boys. Oh, they lost in overtime? Oh, yeah, that's right. Earlier, Grim Reaper, I think, or Chris was telling us that. Overtime to the Colts, and they were in Germany, I think. Bills are getting shut out. They just scored. I'm a little late here, but can we not give all the time in the world for Lamar to throw to Derrick Henry here for almost a first down? Can we not? All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. Let's see. But yeah, that's a little surprising with Buffalo and Miami, right? You never know. Anything can happen any given Sunday. Summer home, hey. Pickleball done for today, all right? Pickle out. Okay. Vikings need some pickle power. I'm going to have to go grab the pickles pretty damn quick here. All right, 2nd and 2 for the Ravens. They're on their own 38. And it's going to be Derrick Henry with a first down and then some. My space heater just went off. I got to turn it back on. Put some damn touch on the ball, JJ. Relax. I know. And it's like with like the play calling, again, I know I keep kind of going back to that, but it's like with a young quarterback and the young kid like this, that's why, again, keep it simple. Sam, keep it simple. Shirley, okay, just keep it simple. 1st and 10, Baltimore. A pass from Lamar. Not exactly, it's to Hopkins. Hopkins kind of maybe got hit in the head a little bit there. Baltimore's up by 6. Vikings haven't seen the end zone since first quarter. And that's not good. And that's a theme that the Vikings, continue to do. Players should be charged money for every false start. Maybe they'll start paying attention if it's a $10,000 fine for every false start. Exactly. That's not a bad idea, right? 2nd and 1 for Baltimore. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be another set of downs. Vikings defense is now getting tuckered out here, 100%. Okay, the movie's Fargo, my second guess. There you go. There we go. Refs spoiled the Vikings last week. Yeah, they did. You're right. They did. Oh, grumpy old men. I'm surprised I even got that guess, and I haven't seen the movie Fargo. But hey, there you go. I love the movie Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men. I would have known it, though, because I can quote those movies pretty good. All right? That's a secret talent that I have. Oh, their GM resigned. Okay, that's nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, Mike McDaniel still holding it strong there. And if the Ravens do end up winning the game today, I'm just gonna again equate it to that Saturn coming in, and it could come down to timing. It could come down to the wire here too. I've seen that come into play with charts that have like a heavy Saturn influence. And back to the Vikings and the astrology chart, the thing that I was worried about for the Vikings, was the fact that the moon, the ruler of the Vikings, the moon is in their 12th house of what's hidden away from them. And yeah. Yep. I don't know. We'll see. It could be something unexpected, though, really near the end here. And I will say, though, back to the chart, I'm kind of looking at the chart here again. We have kind of seen a little bit of kind of unexpected behavior today, especially like that Adam Thielen outburst and like the players kind of coming in there, and Saturn, aka Baltimore. Saturn I just had this like thought earlier this morning, like, are the Ravens going to like teach the Vikings a lesson? Because that's what Saturn will do. It will teach a lesson. It is the karmic teacher. So, and Saturn rules, again, older people, father time. Saturn rules Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, because they're Capricorn. They've been here before. They've won the big one before. They've been in these situations. They're the veterans. They're like the older players kind of teaching a lesson to the Vikings. Like, oh, you think that, you can stop us? We're coming here to your house and that's going to be a problem? All right, well, make us. And so far, Vikings haven't done that. And now they're showing the score by the quarter. Very awesome shot of downtown Minneapolis, though, I will say that. But yeah, Vikings haven't been in the end zone since the first offensive series that Minnesota had. and they didn't get the ball first. It was Baltimore. But I mean, not getting in the end zone for 3 quarters, no. And now Baltimore is just about to do it again because they're just going to keep running the ball and keep pounding it, right? So at this point, I mean, I don't see the Vikings coming back from this. I really don't. And it kind of pisses me off, like as an astrologer, that I didn't call that. But hey, there's still 14 minutes, so we'll see. We shall see. And also, I get pissed that I can't call it right. And then I was going so much back and forth. And then so much that I asked the cat. And cats know everything. And I didn't listen to the cat. She said that the Ravens were going to win. Twice, I asked her. Anyway, we'll see who's right or wrong. Right. But hey, it happens. Defense is tired. Exactly, they are. I would be too. For all the top players we acquired, an O-line sure doesn't seem like it. Yeah, there's... How many false starts today? 3? I'm like, you know, if I was Brian Flores, I'd be a little pissed, right? Like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what he really thinks about it. All right, it's 3rd down. It's 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. Vikings definitely have to stop them, and they're not. The only reason that was not a touchdown is because Derrick Henry slipped. All right. Yeah, the skyline looks really amazing. No, it's in Minnesota. It's in Wabasha. Yeah, it's Wabasha. Yeah, literally the Vikings lucked out because Derrick Henry slipped. Kevin, Jade, I have an extra cheese set. I'm good on that. No, absolutely not. Thank you, though. I have my backup teams, and Green Bay, the evil to the east, will never be one of them, with all due respect. But my backup teams are Broncos and Jacksonville. And then I think I had one more, but the fact that I can't remember, it doesn't matter. But yeah, those are my backups. Jacksonville and Denver. All right, 2nd and 4 for Baltimore. They're going to look to score again. If Baltimore gets in the end zone here, it's game over. Completely game over. Game done. Minnesota Vikings fans, they look in their emotions today. So yeah, I wrote in my notes tears, and then I wrote tears of joy, but we might have to change that to just regular old tears for the Vikings fans. All right, it's going to be 3rd down for the Ravens. There's 12 minutes to go in the 4th. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate yous. All right. But yeah, and another thing, too, is that in astrology, when it comes to animals, Saturn is ruled by cats. So the fact that the cat said that that the Ravens were going to win today, and the Ravens are ruled by Saturn, I should have listened to the cat for that extra information. I didn't listen, but we'll see. I got in my own way today, you guys. Oh, there's a penalty. Is there a penalty? Oh, nope, timeout. Somebody took a timeout. Baltimore's taking a timeout. This is where we could really use a defensive turnover here. That would be great. But I will say that, like, overall, I think Kevin O'Connell put the little cherub in danger today. All right? I think a lot of these, we'll see. We'll see. And that was another thing I mentioned, too, that could be part of the problem for the Vikings. Kevin O'Connell being ruled by Mercury, and Mercury stationing to go direct and backwards. So, man, we'll see. 3rd and 2 for Baltimore. Definitely in field goal range. They're on the Vikings 8. Lamar's just going to run it. He's just going to run it right in. Oh, they tripped him up. All right. It's 1st down, Baltimore. Yeah, this is the game. This is done. This is Saturn teaching the moon a lesson. Saturn teaching the Vikings a lesson here. Like, oh, nope. You're not going to beat us. You're not. Saturn's in it for the long haul. Damn. Ugh. Man, why didn't I? Yeah. Man, I should just start doing all charts of teams that I don't cheer for. And touchdown, Ravens. Harrison Smith with the blown coverage. All right, Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Oh, Corey, I might be at the Bird Graveyard Thursday to see high school playoff games for Prepple. Oh, nice. That ought to be fun. All right. Okay, Ravens with touchdown. It looks like they're going to go up 26-13. Vikings down by 2 scores. It's currently 25-13. Let's see it. Oh, they're going for 2. They're going to go for 2. They're really going to try to dagger them now. But, you know, the Birds, they're smart. You can't mess with them, right? Don't be messing. All right, let's see if they get the 2-point conversion. I was just about to change the score. We'll see. What do they got? 2-point attempt. Let's see what they got to go up by 3 scores. Or wait, no, excuse me. Wait, yeah. 3? Yeah, math is hard. All right. Oh, no problem. Wide open. Byron Murphy Jr. on the missed coverage. 27-13, Ravens. Yeah, okay. Up by 14. There we go. What? Eat a pop. What is that? I don't know what that is, John. Eat a what? What is that? Papa kick? Papa? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Well, it's time to go to work in about... No! You have to go to work after this. Ah! At least the Bears are losing. We have that. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry you have to go in about... You know, here's the thing. Well, you do you. You do you, but don't let it. It's just a game, right? It's just a game. And at the end of the day, are we completely surprised by this? No. No. So, all right. So here's the chart again, you guys. And this is... Damn, it's just like sometimes I can't listen. Like, I can't listen to my own freaking advice sometimes. I swear. Like, damn it. Right? This is going to push my prediction record into the freaking... This is going to push my prediction record for the Vikings. If you're not counting preseason, and I'm not going to count it, this is going to push my prediction record to 5-4. If the Vikings end up losing today, pisses me off. Pisses me off. Because I still was not necessarily recovered from last week. When I blew the call last week, too. Can't listen. I can't take my own advice sometimes, you guys. So, yeah, this is the chart, again, for the game today. And all this Saturn, again, Saturn being the Ravens... in for the long and the slow burn. They have the complete support of Jupiter, the greater benefic planet. And the one thing for the Vikings I did not like, I just didn't like, but I looked past it, which is, you know, it'll happen, is that the ruler of the Vikings being the moon, the Vikings themselves were in their own, what's called 12th house in astrology. And that's where hidden enemies are found. Things that you cannot see. So I mentioned this earlier. Like the thing that I was worried most about the Vikings is like they would get in their own way. Okay? And they have. But the one thing that I didn't like for the Ravens, all right, here comes Miles Price trying to do something here. Vikings are going to have to frickin' move it or lose it. Move it or cruise it, okay? And for the Ravens, what I didn't like for them is the fact that their gameplay today for the Ravens is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is not doing anything with Saturn, with the Ravens themselves. So that's why I'm like, that could bode potentially negative for the Ravens. But what we're seeing now is the fact that the Ravens have the support of Pluto, which is death and destruction. And Pluto is totally in good support with Mercury and with Mars. All right. And Mars rules ambition, your drive, and it's good in sports. And Mars is also the ruler of the Ravens' career today, how they show out on a public level, right? So, anyway. Oh, popsicle. Yeah, that was probably just a little typo. I wish I had a popsicle. I don't. I will probably make a little fruit bowl, though. I have a bunch of frozen fruit, and I've been making my own little frozen fruit bowls. Oh, we have another penalty. It's against Minnesota again. Oh, is it a false start again? Oh, maybe that's probably the 4th or 5th time. Oh, that's 5. That's the 5th time today. False start for the Vikings. Yeah, I totally, this is on, and we've heard Kevin say this before, haven't we? It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. Well, sure as shit, it's on you. And what do you do differently? Nothing. All right, now it's 1st and 15. Vikings just getting in their own damn way. They're down by 2 scores. 4th quarter. All right. They're going to have to make up that it's not good. Oh, now they're going to give a penalty to the Vikings. Oh, here you go. I'm pretty sure this is only the 2nd penalty on Baltimore today. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now they're going to give Baltimore pass interference. Here you go. Oh, here you go, Vikings. Here you go. And you know what? I don't want to hear any bitching. Well, I wouldn't hear it. I don't want to see any bitching and complaining from Baltimore at this point. But I forgot who said it earlier, but this is a makeup for last week when literally every single call was going the Vikings' way. So it is what it is. But it's on the head coach. I mean, it is. In the grand scheme of things, it's on ownership, Vikings ownership. All right, McCarthy is going to get sacked. It's going to be a loss of probably 4. Ooh, Otter Pops on a hot summer day. Amazing when I was a kid. Loving those popsicles. Hell yeah. And then you let them melt a little bit. Yeah. I called them like freezies. Right? Like little freezy pops. But yeah, very, very good. It's a little chilly today, so probably not, or if I have one, just enjoy it from inside. But yeah, I'll probably make a little fruit bowl later. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, get rid of him. All right, McCarthy with a lot of time. It's going to be a pass to Hawkinson, and it's going to be 3rd down. Vikings are not winning this game. They're not. Damn it. Going back to my notes. Yeah. All right, we got a long pass to Justin Jefferson on a 3rd and 9, and Jefferson gets pushed. Wow. They finally got a penalty on that. I think Justin Jefferson's head was going to explode. Well, don't say that you never gotten anything from the refs, Minnesota. All right. I will say that the refereeing in this game, it's not been good. It's not been equal. Like, if you're gonna call the calls, call them on every side. But it's like if if there's some sort of tinfoil hat conspiracy going around with the refereeing today, it's like you guys gotta put your Kate Winslet hat on, okay? Put on your DiCaprio hat out there, because This is not Oscar-worthy acting by the referees, okay? You got to channel. You got to start channeling that Leo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, whatever, whomever. All right? So the Vikings just got gifted, okay? They got a treasure, okay? They found the gold at the end of the rainbow. Now, if the Vikings can't get the end zone after that, that's your own damn problem. Your own damn problem. All right, 2nd and 9. Vikings on Baltimore's 20. Quick pass to Jalen Naylor, who almost got decapitated. All right, it's going to be 3rd down again. Time is ticking. Time is not the friend of Minnesota right now. It's 3rd and 3. All right. 3rd and 3. Yeah, heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll. But anyway, we can come back to that later. I should have went and got my headband is what I should have done. That's okay. I'm just having the glasses up there, my blue light blockers to keep the little fuzzies at bay. All right, it's 3rd and 3. All right, Vikings on the Ravens, 14-ish yard line. McCarthy with time. You still got time. Ball got batted. Almost intercepted. That is like the 4th time he's done that today. Stupid. Dumb. Well, I will say Jenkins for the Ravens just got his hands up. So it's not like McCarthy threw right into that. But yeah. He was looking for Jordan Addison, it looks like. Vikings got lucky that was not another interception. All right, 4th and 3. They're going for it here. If they don't get this, this is over. Hawkinson doesn't know where he's supposed to be. McCarthy with time. No. Pass is no good. Looking for Justin Jefferson. No penalty. No. Not happening. No. That was a bad pass. Bad pass. No. Nope. Yep, this is... Damn. I'm so pissed I didn't call that. Nah! You guys, I'm just more mad at myself right now with the astrology. Damn it. 2nd week in a row. I didn't listen to the cat. The cat told me. Cats know everything. And I didn't listen. Making cat noises over here. All right. Corey. Funny history with the Ravens since 1998. When the Vikings beat the Ravens, they advanced to the NFC Championship game. 1998, 2009, 2017. Wow. When they lost to the Ravens in regular season, they have fired their coach. Shut up. Really? Wow. That's an interesting little tidbit, Corey. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. That is an interesting little factoid there. I don't know what else we say at this point. No. I'm just looking back at the astrology chart and yeah, no. I'm actually a little surprised that they haven't been able to get in the end zone at least another time, that being the Vikings. Because I'm just looking at the chart again without sharing it. But yeah, that Saturn and Jupiter trine, which is those 2 planets are hella communicating a lot and in a good way. Yeah, I thought about, again, this popped in my head earlier, the Ravens teaching the Vikings a lesson or showing them what's up, who the real big dogs are. And no, I had to just, no, the Vikings are ruled by the moon today. The moon is in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. Jupiter's also there. I learned my own damn lesson too, right? As an astrologer, you guys, I'm learning my own damn lesson. Second week in a row. Astrology has a way of humbling you like that. All right? Just when you think you know everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I, myself personally, I'm very Saturn dominated. Like my chart, my personal birth chart is pretty much predominantly Saturn. I was like, always got to learn the lesson. Always got to learn. But then it's like, dude, you got to learn and then use that moving forward. Ah! I'm just more mad at myself at this point. Popsicle again? There you go. What flavor? What flavor? All right, 2nd and 10. Vikings down by 14. They were going to lose this game, 100%. And Vikings defense still trying here. I'm going to give them A for effort. I did mention that too, that the Vikings defense would probably be coming in clutch today. So there's little like microcosms, little things that I mentioned today. So I can give myself that kind of came in. But overall, again, I picked the Vikings to win by 3 to 7. And that's clearly wrong. Just like Saturn freaking being the karmic teacher for me, like, wrong, Jade. Wrong. Right? All right, 3rd and 17 for, Baltimore. They're basically in their own end zone. All right, so that was a nice defensive series for the Vikings defense. Considering, there's 27 points on the board, I still would say that the defense today has not been the problem. All right? Damn, Corey, that is crazy. Denny Green, Mike Tice, and Mike Zimmer. Wow. Is it going to be Kevin O'Connell next? We shall see. Make a vinegar fruit fly trap for myself. I have one actually in my kitchen right now. Yeah. I don't have too many fruit flies though. I've been doing pretty good about putting my like fruit peelings and stuff like in its own like separate like extra bag that I have, so. And, yeah. But if anybody needs that, it does work. The apple cider vinegar fruit fly trap. That's a tongue twister. It does work. Swerve. McCarthy would be okay if we were in a rebuild. The Vikings aren't going anywhere until we get a quarterback. How you doing, Swerve? Here's the thing. It's for the Vikings, the main problem, in my opinion, is ownership. It's ownership. They're never gonna do they're not doing a rebuild. Oh, we got another false start, you guys, for Minnesota. That's the 6th one for the Vikings offense. The 6th one. Okay. Every year in and year out, with the Wilfs as owners, it's always been the window's open, the pieces are in place, brr, 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 however you want to phrase it. Okay. And that's how it's going to continue to be until there's new ownership here. All right. We got McCarthy to his bestie, Jordan Addison. Vikings are now in Ravens territory. They got a lot of work to do. All right, fly, Angel, fly. Fly. All right, maybe we need a little bit of this. McCarthy's got time. He's scrambling out of trouble. Looking to pass, throws it out of bounds. And now the Viking sideline is losing their shit that Aaron Jones didn't get a penalty. And now, who throws a shoe? The refs do. We got another Adam Thielen shoe here, people. We've been playing this a lot today.
There, you idiots. Who throws a shoe?
Oh, now the referees are congregating. They're like, we're not really sure what to do here. We've been told to call this game a certain way. Wait, what? Okay. Aw, Swerve, sad. No. And funny, I heard this morning the Ravens have never won in Minnesota going into today's game. What? Corey, you're coming in with all the crazy stats today. That's wild. Shut up, really. That's nuts. I mean, that was definitely pass interference. I'm sorry. Not sorry, but it was. Okay? Hey, Kevin's over there like, what? Kevin, you're part of this problem today, sir. Okay? All right. The Vikings got gifted one of these before, and they couldn't do anything with it. The little cherub is on the run. He throws on the run, throws out of bounds. All right. The time is not our friend today, people. Exactly, Willie. Exactly. And you know what, you guys? Like, I am to the point where I've said this before. Like, I don't want to be, no offense, I don't want to be one of those Vikings fans that have been waiting around for like 50 years only for them to do nothing. Like, I'm not going to get to that point. I'm not. Like, I'm just not. Like, you have to call it, be done eventually. Like, I'm not just going to sit around and keep doing that. High snap, 2nd and 10. McCarthy with time, intercepted. Game's over. Game over. All right? Game over, you guys. It's done. Damn. I'm just more mad at myself, you guys. I'm seriously just more mad at myself as an astrologer today. Damn it. I got to do better moving forward. Damn. Damn it. And whatever, I picked the Vikings at the end of the day. That's what I posted. That was my posted pick. I have to go with it. No excuses. I read it wrong, made it wrong. But just looking back and like all the things I was thinking and like going through, and I was going to choose the Ravens, but then I didn't because I went into the stream just picking. But I will say, going back to the astrology chart, you can always check your work, right? You can check your work, keep it moving, keep it going, and that's how it is. Hey, what happened here? Oh, it's an incomplete pass? Well, we'll see. How is that? How do they still have the ball right now? Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, whatever. Incomplete. It must have hit the ground. All right, 3rd and 10. And the Vikings have had all these opportunities. No, McCarthy overthrows Justin Jefferson by a mile. No. I don't know how that was. Well, the ball hit the ground, I guess, a little bit. But even with all of these gifts that the Vikings have been given today, again, back to the astrology chart. The Vikings themselves are their own worst enemy today. Why didn't I listen to myself? Why didn't I listen? 4th and 10. McCarthy manages to stay upright. He's looking to pass. Manages to find Jalen Naylor, who somehow hung on to the ball. I mean, the Vikings have so much work to do. They're making it interesting. Looks like McCarthy's bleeding. We got a bleeder. All right. I mean, I'll give it to the kid. He's trying. All right. The high passes, though. All right. 1st and goal, Minnesota. All right, McCarthy, just run it in there yourself at this point. I'm not going to. No. Swerve? No. That's where I say no. That's where I say nay, sir. Knock on wood, right? I'm not going to be one of those people. My grandpa, RIP, Vikings fan his whole entire life, that happened to him, right? He's no longer here. That's all. Huge Vikings fan. That's part of the reason why I was born a Vikings fan. Another quick pass. It's on the ground. Now it's too low. 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3:34 left to go in this game today. All right. But yeah, like I'm just like I'm kind of to the point, you guys, where like I'll always like, you know, have a special spot for the Vikings because I was born and raised a Vikings fan. But I'm pretty much to the point now, right now, where it's like I don't want to keep seeing this BS. And like I'm gonna call it done and be done with it. 3rd and goal, pass, no good. It's way high. Pass was deflected. It's 4th and goal. Yeah, it's the wheels are falling off here. Wheels are falling off. All good, JJ. All good. It happens. You know what? It happens. And hey, I didn't expect the Vikings to go anywhere this year. It's just, and the thing is, it's just like, this is a reason. Like, why, like, year in, year out. This could be the start of like, I'm done, right? We'll see. All right, 4th and goal. False start on Minnesota. It looks like it's probably, I think this is the 7th false start for the offensive line. I want to say this is like the 7th or 8th time that's happened. Yeah, tables turned, fall back flat. Yeah, for sure, John. I just watched the video you used to show Robot Boy singing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, 7 false starts today. 7. Oh, lucky number 7. All right, 4th and goal, Minnesota. I keep saying this is the game, but wow. Did they get a touchdown? Did they get in there? Wow. They lucked out on that one. All right, you guys. We're not doing the Ragnar dance because they don't deserve it at this point. Okay? McCarthy to Jalen Naylor. We'll give him one of these, okay? All right. I will give it to Jalen Naylor for keeping his little tippy toes in there. All right? John, are you talking to me? I'm cool. I'm cool as a cucumber. Because, you guys, at the end of the day, it's a children's game. I don't know why they're going for the 2-point conversion, but they didn't get it. That was stupid. You guys, why did they go for a 2-point conversion? Like, I get it, but what? You freaking idiots. Oh my God. How dumb. Stupid. That's pretty stupid. Why? No. I get it because you're thinking you're going to get a touchdown to win the game, but what? It hasn't been working. Nothing's been working for you. For dumb. Auliker? I hope I'm saying that right. Hi from Tokyo. Hi back. Wow, that's amazing. Cool. Love to see the international friends stop through. That's awesome. What's going on in Tokyo today? That's amazing. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during this, whatever this has been today. I have not heard from my cousin Mark yet today, you guys. So we'll just send good thoughts, positive energy over there that he's hanging in. No, he's fine. I'm sure I'll get one after the game. I just like the 2-point. What are you like? Again, I get what you're thinking. You're going to try to get a touchdown then to win the game. But how much has that been working for you? Just kick the extra freaking point. And then at the end, if you can manage to get your ass in the end zone again, then try to get the 2-point conversion and go for the win or tie it. Stupid. We got more penalties. Hella penalties. You get a penalty. And you do. And you do. And you do. All right, let's see. What do we got here? I got to change the score. Vikings down by 8. Wow, it's a penalty against the Ravens? I think that's their second one. No, I think it's like their first one. Or excuse me, their fourth one. I think the Ravens have like 4 penalties today, I want to say. All right. Fourth quarter, Vikings 19, Baltimore 27. I don't like that call on the 2-point conversion. I don't like it. And honestly, the Cherub and Kevin O'Connell, they look like they could be father and son. They really do. We had Pizza Ranch Boy with Kevin O'Connell. They were like the fraternal twins. Now we got like the father and son here. All right, so Lamar Jackson faking the handoff. Tries to run it himself. Good for about 5 yards or so. It's going to be second down. 3:14 left to go. Vikings taking a timeout. All right, thanks again for hanging, everybody. I feel like the first half went really fast, and now second half, not so much. Speaking of popsicles, though, you guys, I might have to go get a treat after this is done. I got to take my dog for a walk. It's going to be cold as hell. I think it's like 10 degrees out. Let me check. 2nd and 4 for Baltimore. It's 25 degrees, but it feels like 12. And it's a first down, it looks like. Yeah, it's 25 degrees, but it feels like 12 degrees. The wind, it's windy here too. It's like 16 miles an hour wind. Damn it. All right. But dog needs to go for a walk. All right. We are going to go for a short one, though, because it's so cold and freaking windy. But yeah, I might have to go to the store and get a treat or something after this. Might have to do that. I think I might. Really? It's third down? Really? Wow, I see a Wario in the stands. Wow. That person came dressed up. No stupid penalties. All right, 3rd and 1 for Baltimore. And they got it. No problem. Vikings defense needs a little turnover here. If there's any sort of hope at this point, and I'm not going to lie, I don't really have much hope. Why are the Vikings taking their final timeout? I don't know. There's so much today where I'm just like, I don't, again, where the astrology chart is really fitting. What I really did say, my number one concern for the Vikings is them being in their own way, getting in their own way today. And they really have gotten in their own freaking way today. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. They're just going to keep running it. All right. 3 minutes left to go. Vikings down by 8. 2nd down. I will give the defense again. I'll give them credit, right? I mean, and if I was Brian Flores, right? And like thinking about like Kevin, like what the F are you doing today? What have you done? And I will say that the Cherub, the Angel, there's been a few tosses today, you know, where he's got to just kind of work on that accuracy. You got to kind of work on that. I think that could eventually, you know, that could come with time, right? All right, Baltimore's running the ball again, and it's going to be 3rd down. We're going to get the 2-minute warning, and I just don't understand why the Vikings took their final timeout. What? I just don't know. I see that I have 2 people blocked in the chat. What are the chances of that? What? Did you accidentally block someone? If you did accidentally block them, do you want to unblock them? I don't know. Do you want to unblock them? I don't think anybody said anything here today. Unless they're just blocked for you, Mark. I don't know. But if, I don't know, you want to unblock them? I don't know. I'm in shock. My Pats are beating the Bucks 28-16. I thought it would have been the other way around. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's my other team, my backup team. Thanks, Corey. It's Tampa Bay. Congratulations to your Patriots, though, Corey. That's exciting. Very good. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and then tomorrow, you guys, the moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter. That'll be a lucky day tomorrow, you guys. Willie, is going to be a close L, probably. Watch. Ah! We'll see. We'll see. They always keep it interesting, though, don't they? Yeah, and like coming down to timing. Yeah, I could see this potentially coming down to the wire in some capacity. Yeah, we could see it. Ryan, yeah, JJ has had a rough day, but I put this more on KOC and his play calling and undisciplined play has burned them all day. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree there. And this is why I'm just like on the brink of just being like, dude, like Vikings again, like I will watch from afar and, you know, always be rooting deep down for them to win. But I might just go freaking neutral on it all and just watch sports because I like sports. I enjoy participating. I grew up playing sports. I love to look at the astrology of the games. Like at this point for me, like I'm more excited to look at the astrology of sporting events. Okay. And for Vikings games, like I'm more excited to look at the astrology of it because I find that really interesting as an astrologer and very fun to do that. But like the fandom stuff, like honestly, I'm really to the point, you guys, where I just like don't really care. I care more about the astrology and getting the chart read than anything, you know, and learning from that. But all right, so 3rd and 4, nice defensive effort there from the Vikings. Again, the defense today, in my opinion, not been any issue. Even though, yeah, did they let 27 points go on the board? Yeah. Was that because of a couple interceptions that happened? Yeah. Okay. Man, Rip Van Winkle almost came up there. Could have potentially caught that ball. Dang. But 4th and 4. So there we go. Hi, Angel. All right, Angel, we got to hit this for you here. Here we go. How's Oregon doing? Yeah, exactly. Just an average NFL team. Yep, win one, you lose one. Oh, there's another penalty, you guys. Any guesses on who it's on? But yeah, Angel, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, really? Stefan, get it. Oh, you must have blocked him on another channel. Dang, yeah, that's a little weird. It could be some Mercury retrograde shenanigans, too. Oh, we got a penalty. It's against Minnesota. For them. God, enough with the frickin' Adam Thielen shoes. Let's see. All predictions lose on every game today. What do you mean? Oh, like all the people that picked, you mean? Yeah. I'm just still kind of pissed. Yeah. Because it's right there in the astrology. But I gotta, you know, that's why I call myself a lifelong astrology student too. Like an astrologer, yeah. But a lifelong astrology student, because you can study astrology your whole life and still not know it all. All right, so Vikings get the ball back. They're in their own butt after that penalty. Ball on their own 8. McCarthy overthrows J.J. Jefferson. Probably quite a few overthrows today. So for 2nd and 10, this is Minnesota's last chance summer dance here, people. Willie, your backup team, the Dolphins beat the Bills. What? Shut up. Oh my God. Congratulations there, Willie. At least you got that, right? Wow, and that's a little bit of an upset, right? Dang. Who'd have thunk it? But hey, congrats. 28-23 Mayfield. Wow, 3 touchdowns, 273 yards. Baker, there you go. 2nd and 9. Dude, McCarthy, just run for it, man. Just keep going, dude. McCarthy just running all down the field. Take it yourself, dude. And since Kevin O'Connell decided to use all their timeouts, they have 0 timeouts now. 0. None. Idiot. I can't unblock them because I don't see them except on your screen. Oh, well, I don't know what's going on there. But, I mean, if they're chatting in here, then, yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe, yeah, on a different channel? I don't know. But I don't think, I haven't seen anything today from anybody that would have me or anyone else block them. So, 2nd and 6 for Minnesota. McCarthy overthrows Jalen Naylor. It's going to be 3rd and 6. All right. Bears beat the Giants. Of course they did. Of course they did. The Vikings are the losers of the NFC North. All right. And you know what? It happens. It happens. You know what? It happens. All right. Excuse me. 3rd and 6 for Minnesota. 47 seconds left to go. They're on their own 38. It looks like another penalty. Another false start for Minnesota. Wow, this is probably the 10th one. Daryl's like, oh my goodness. Damn. Again, Vikings getting in their own way. That is one thing that I called today from the astrology chart that has held true. Okay. I got to take my little victories where I can get them. Because again, I had Vikings winning today in a close one. But all right. 3rd and 6. Now Vikings are backed up. McCarthy's just going to try to run it himself. Spin move. It's going to be short of the 1st down. All right. And the Vikings are running out of time because they don't have any timeouts left. Now it's 4th and 4. They have to hurry up and get set because Kevin O'Connell decided to use all the timeouts, so there's not any. And I don't know what happened here. All right, 21 seconds. Baltimore took a timeout. Yeah, it's done. It's over. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a treat after this. Some sort of snack or something. Just eat the fact that I didn't get the frickin' prediction right. Ugh! And I'll shut up about it, you guys. I have to shut up about it eventually. And I am going to go look up what this is. Maybe this is Jasper. Maybe it is Jasper. Calcite. Red Jasper calcite. Maybe that's what this is. No, you guys, it's carnelian. I just remembered. It's carnelian. That's what this is. It's carnelian. Well, there we go. I just had that come flying in. I'll take it. 4th and 4. McCarthy's got time. He's spinning around, trying to look for anybody, somebody, coming down to the wire. He just manages to throw it. Aaron Jones missed it, and that's the game, you guys. Vikings lose. But this is carnelian. I did remember this, all right? There we go. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, the Wild been struggling a little bit too. So there we go. At least that. And you know what? Let's see here. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We had that. Do the Timberwolves play tonight? Let's see. Hey, Timberwolves play tonight. They're at Sacramento. Dang it. It's not on TV that I can watch. Crap. I might do the astrology chart for the Timberwolves, though. I probably won't post it, but... All right, so Vikings are losers. All right. I I'm more mad at myself as an astrologer that I did not call that. And you know what? You guys, the cat, I asked her earlier today when I was going back and forth, when I was getting ready to come stream, after I was looking at the astrology chart and I didn't have I had to do it like live, pick the winner. I asked the cat twice. I said, are the Vikings going to win? She didn't do anything. I said, are the Ravens going to win? She put her nose on my nose. I waited a little bit. I said, are the Vikings going to win? She's kind of looking around. I said, are the Ravens going to win? She put her nose on my nose a second time. Ah, you know what? It happens. So. Thanks, Corey. You know what? Again, I'm just more mad at the astrology that I didn't get it right. Like with the Vikings, again, I'm really almost to the point, you guys, where I really don't care. Like I don't. Like, and it's crazy saying that because, you know, being a diehard fan, like your whole entire life, but like as I get older, it's just like back in the day, like a loss like this, I would have been so pissed and livid for like days. It would have affected my mood for days. I mean, the fact that the Vikings lost, I mean, they lost, right? But the fact that I didn't get the astrology right is really what pisses me off. Like, whatever. The Vikings are going to Viking. And like, am I surprised by this? No. Am I almost to the point where like, I might just start doing like the astrology because that's what I care about the most? Because again, I don't want to end up like one of those fans that has been waiting around their whole entire freaking life for the team to do absolutely nothing. And at the end of the day, it's a child's game. It is. So, yeah, it's carnelian, John. It is. At least I had that. So that came flying back. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It looks like almost like a, you know, it's like a see-through like egg, but Jasper is the flatter color. I feel like this actually. I'm not exactly sure because I got this. This used to be my mom's. This actually might be Jasper. I'm not sure what this is because I got it because again, it used to be my mom's, but that might be Jasper. I'm not exactly sure what that one is. So, but this one's very smooth and very cool. So that might be maybe Jasper. Maybe. But yeah, carnelian. There we go. So anyway. You can watch all games, any sport on the computer. Swerve, I know. Yeah, and you've given me the sites and stuff before. Hey, my Jaguars won today. Woo! They're one of my backup teams. We got that. I'm just like, I just have experience like watching in the past with like spam and shit going wrong with my computer and just, yeah. Like, maybe someday, I don't know. I'm kind of like a rule follower like that, as crazy as that is, but anyway. And to end, you guys, I have jade, all right? So I have jade stone. We'll hold that. But yeah, Swerve, you're funny. I can't be even mad, truthfully, because I called this. Would have been a last season well before it even started, back in January, because it's how it goes. Make the playoffs one year, then losing the next season. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, and again, for me personally, I just like, you know, I don't care. Like even when I started the channel, like 7 years ago, I think it's 7 years ago. Yeah, I would have, oh man, made some sort of like reaction video to this where I'm just like, but you know, I just, yeah. I'm just being honest and truthful. Like I'm to the point where I just like, I find the astrology a lot more fascinating to try to look at the chart and see how the game's going to turn out. Granted, the last 2 weeks I've been wrong. So, I mean, it happens. Actually, I got to write that down in my notebook. But I like that more. And, just for my own personal like practice too, because I will do charts on games and stuff and I don't post them I don't post every single chart or prediction that I do. And some of them that I do that I don't post, I get it wrong. Some of them that I post, I get it actually really close. Not actually, I think it's been a minute since I was spot on with the winner and the point spread. But yeah, sometimes I get them right. Right. And then when I get them right, when I do charts and I don't post them and I get them like really close or right, I'm like, of course, the one that I don't post. And again, it's all for my own learning. And hopefully one day I can get to the point as an astrologer where I'm like, you can't be right 110% of the time, but close to that point where you're right like pretty much the majority of the time, because I just want to share what I know and then use it how you see fit. But it's life. So you win some and you lose some. But right now, for my regular season record for the Vikings, because again, I got other teams that I've done and other sports. Right now, I am 5-4. 3. Yeah, I'm 5-4. Yep. And if I include preseason for the Vikings, I'm 8-4. But we're not including that. So anyway, that's what I'm more mad about, though, to be honest with you guys. Okay, John, that is Jasper. Okay, cool. When you hiked in the Rockies, that's awesome. Yeah. So okay. Swerve, that's funny. Yeah, I'll have to listen on the radio. I know. Maybe one day I might take you up on it, like, knock on wood, like when this computer is maybe, I got to get a new one, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, oh man, I'm going to get in trouble. Something's going to come on my computer. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You're talking about me, John, or the team, or both? Yes. I thought I was gonna bounce back today too, because I'm still pissed off about the Lions prediction. I'm still mad about that. And then today, I was like, you know what? Today I'm gonna get it right. And damn, I gotta get over it. No, I thought that was over. What? I thought the game was done. You guys, shut up. I better. Time for me to get off and stop streaming. Time for me to take the dog for a walk and go freeze my face off. Okay? Damn. I can't even have that. Well, you know what that just means? I just have to go get myself a little treat at the store. Even though I shouldn't, because I didn't get my prediction right at all. So do I deserve a treat? No. Right? Like training Gigi. She didn't do the right thing. Does she still get a treat? Sometimes. Okay. Don't forget. Oh my God, tell-all tonight, Ryan. Oh my God, that's right. I can't believe they're at the tell-all already. Holy crap, that's crazy. That's the best time to chime in too, is really at the tell-all, because that's when all the stuff comes out, right? All right. So I'll give you guys some pyrite, okay, some sparkles to end. All right, here we go. This is also known as like fool's gold, okay? But for the Vikings, I would say that loss is on the coach, all right? On the head coach, I shall say. Let me preface with that, or correct myself with that. I'm so glad that I'm not going to the Bears game next week. There you go, Ryan. Positive, right? Man. And they just kept showing those fans on the screen today and just like, ugh. And yeah, when I wrote earlier about the fans, people in their feelings, and then I did put in parentheses, tears of joy. But yeah, no, just tears. So, all right. I got to get over it. Even though I'm not over it, I'm still just like, but it happens. Holy shit, it's really windy. I can see shit blowing in the backyard. I'm really going to have to bundle. All right, you guys, I got to go get ready. I got to bundle. We got to go for a walk. And I'll probably put like the vent lines and stuff on the headphones. So I'll be listening in. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. It was fun. It was fun, even though I'm still just like, okay, I'll shut up about it. I'll shut up about it. All right. So I got to use this to learn. All right. I will use this as a time to learn. And you know what? At the end of the day, when you ask the cat, the animals, they're all knowing. And she gives you the answer. Listen. All right. All right, you guys, I'm going to peace out. Almost 4 hours in. Appreciate y'all. On to the next one. And yeah, like Ryan said, Bears game, right? Because, yeah, they have 8 games left now. Let's see. Yep, Bears next week. And then, Evil to the East. Seattle, that's our Darnie. Oh, yeah, I'm cheering for Sam Darnold, too. Washington, Dallas, and Jackson Dart, and the Giants, the Lions again, and then the Evil to the East to end the season. So, all right, 8 games left for the Vikings. All right, you guys, we'll see what everybody has to say, but couldn't get it done today. And yeah, at the end, I just think that there was so many mistakes by the Vikings, really the offense and the head coach who calls the offense, and the penalties just so bad. And I would say the defense, they held their own today. All right. So yeah, Mars, thanks. I'll see you next time. Thank you. All right, everybody take care. Be good. Stay cool. Stay safe. All the things. All right. I appreciate all of you. Until next time.